All right, are we ready to go? This is we got some art to look at tonight, and surprise, surprise, Mr. DeTulio is our guest. As if you didn't know that already, this is his first time back since he had a big event down here in Florida just over 2 weeks ago. So let me bring Matt in here, and we can kick the show off right by finding out how he's doing after 2+ weeks of marriage.
I'm hanging in there better than ever. First sales show as an official husband. So, happy about that. And yeah, everything went great.
Fantastic. Your status is you're off the market now, so everybody has to
That's it. Yep.
calm
Just in case
down and
anybody was concerned.
treat you a little differently than they did in the past. But no, welcome back and congratulations, of course.
Thank
Uh,
you, Bill.
had I any time, I would have driven the 5 hours from Central Florida down to the Keys. It's probably more than that. It's probably like 8 hours where you guys were at.
And probably with the traffic, definitely 8 hours. Yeah.
I saw some of the sunburns that came out of the wedding party, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't go.
It was the real deal for sure. It's
Well,
a lot different from Buffalo in February and March, and then going down there in April. I think one of my buddies, the sunscreen slipped his mind.
I was out. I mean, and Kazra can attest to this. When we went to that show in nearby, I was outside no more than like 15 minutes, and my forehead got sunburned by the end of the day.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's something to
like,
mess around with.
Robin and I will go to Florida or something, and like she'll have her arm like outside of under the umbrella, and then like her arm gets burnt in like a half hour. So yeah, sun's the real deal for sure.
Oh man. Well, we got 50 pieces of artwork to look at tonight,
Yeah, we're not
and
playing around.
yeah, and before we get started, we didn't really have a lot of time to kind of prep this. I'd sent the mailing out earlier, but we are doing a make offer show tonight too. So why don't you give us a scoop on that?
Yeah, so we're live, and for if you send in your offer while we're on the show, or you see it tomorrow, and for until Friday, or I'm sorry, until Thursday end of the night, I'm gonna do 15% off my website, and feel free to make an offer on anything on the site, DeTulioArtCollective.com. Send over offers to my Gmail, so DeTulioArtCollective@gmail.com. I've got them up on another screen here during the show, and I can go through your offers during the show while we're live.
There you go. So DeTulioArtCollective.com is the site. If you guys haven't already been on it, you should. There's you update it at least a couple times a month usually.
Yeah, so I was gonna say I try to do at least one big update a quarter, and then like small little input updates in between then. But May 3rd, we're gonna be doing a big update. But I'm also saving a couple pieces for Comic Art Live, so I gotta keep a couple things held back for that as well.
I do like to hear that. That's always a good thing. We like to have unique art drops during our twice annual show.
Carotid.
Of course. Yeah, no, I know all about that. But yeah, that's a little more than 3 weeks away. It's
Yep.
our 11th Comic Art Live, so everybody should remember that. But we're here again to buy artwork from you this evening, and
we got a lot to sell, so it's good.
we do, and a lot of good stuff from $200 on up. So it should fit everybody's price range, I think.
I hope so.
So, but a reminder though, anybody sees anything they want to make an offer on, we'd like you to go to DeTulio Art Collective to find the artwork you're interested in. And it's best to send an email into Matt. It'll just make his life easier. Include links to the pieces if you can. And it's always best to, write down the retail and also the offer that you're making. It'll just make everything a whole lot easier for us.
Time payments, package deals, do them all. Free shipping for when you order during the show. And everything is pricing wise is net to me. So if you're going to pay PayPal and you want to do, through there, you have to do the 4%. Otherwise, check, Zelle, wire, however we can work it out. But if you want to do PayPal, it's just all the amounts are net to me.
Perfect. I don't think we have anything else to add to that.
No, I think that's it. You want to do an offer from something on the site with something on the show. Feel free to do that. However you guys want to do it. I'm open to wheel and deal. So let's make it happen.
So yeah, but you guys in the chat can get creative this evening on your own.
I'm sure somebody's gonna give me a package deal that's gonna be with like 5 things and make me do math and look not smart, but I'm okay with that.
I'm fine with that too. I got a notepad ready and my calculator is open as well, just on the outside chance I can't do it in my head while we're watching all this transpire. Personal paper.
Yep.
And free some kind of amateur. Not all amateurs and pros. So there are some other people who do free shipping. Not many, but Matt has always been pretty gracious with these live stream shows and offering free shipping when we do them.
Mr. Easy Go Lucky, yes, you can. That's just always going to be up to you. I always leave that up to the client.
There you go. Hey, Flobe. He knows that Mac. I think Flobe's bought a few pieces from you in the past.
He sure has. He's the guy that's building my computer right now. He's one of my close friends. So I'll have a new computer soon, which that was something that was sorely needed.
Well, you'll have to tell me all about it. I've had nothing but misses, no successes when I've built my own PCs, but I'm sure you're in good hands.
That's also why I'm not doing it myself. You know what you're doing. You're good.
Oh man, yeah, I hear you. All right, well, let's why don't we just start diving into this now? Made all the slides, and she did put your name in the claim. So just so everybody knows, when you want to claim something, you just have to type claim in the lot number. You don't have to say claim 1 Matt or claim 10 Matt, but that's the way Emma wrote it because she's just used to the dueling dealer format.
No problem.
She likes keeping things nice and formal around here, which is always a good thing. Our Matt's XXX day is over. Well, now that
there's no way. You can never really fully retire from the XXX game.
Exactly. That's a legacy that never leaves you.
When you're on the XXX amateur show, that just sticks with you for, a considerable amount of time. Yeah.
Yeah. You and Carl will live in infamy.
That'll be our infamy for sure.
Yes. Maureen warned me before that show. She was like, you should change that, and I'm like, no.
It never crossed my mind. And now I feel like it's got to go on my gravestone, like XXX amateur, right? Go really well.
Gee. Oh boy. Yes. All right. Well, let's, so anyways, anybody wants to submit an offer during the show, check out DetulioArtCollective.com and email your offers into DetulioArtCollective@gmail.com. We will definitely pop these up every now and again throughout the stream.
Absolutely.
And what was the percentage off?
15% off everything on the website during the show, for sure.
And there you go.
Send an offer for something lower than that. I'll try, but everything as far as right there, for now, for sure, 15% off.
There we go. Hey,
there's my mom. Shout out, Mom, in the chat.
Always gotta listen to Mom. Yeah. That's right. All right, let's let me go hide this banner here for now, and we can just get started showing things here. And I can tell you, there's a few pieces in here that I wouldn't mind picking up myself if okay claimed.
Now there are, just before we get started, there are a couple pieces that I don't have in hand yet. They're coming in shipping, so I'll notify those. And if you want to do time payments on them, it's no problem because they won't be here for another 10 days. So, we could do something and then, half up front, half in 30 days. And I'll notate which ones those are because you won't see me holding it.
Exactly. All right. Well, let's dive into this thing. I even bloated up some memes just on
and I am due. This is my last show without fresh memes. I've got a couple ideas percolating for some fresh memes.
All right. I know you've been busy, so I wasn't going to pressure you for it.
But this next show, I'll make sure I have them.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's take a look at your first lot.
Yeah. So this is something I think is really cool. This is Spider-Man character design by Pedro Delgado. It's an artist that I met when I was at La Mole in Mexico City, and he does work for Marvel. This is for Spider-Man animated series character design. So it has, the Spider-Man Iron Spider suit and then the Peter Parker suit. So I thought it was really cool. You had two different, angles of Spider-Man in his classic suit. Then you have, Spider-Man in the Iron Spider suit down there with like the more techie kind of vibe. But this is all pencil, all graphite. I think it's really tight, really clean. And for $200, 8.5 by 11, it's just a really cool piece of art. He was a great guy to talk to, and picked up a couple things for my personal collection. And I thought this one was just really great.
So when you were down at La Mole with the Demio was with you and Assad?
Correct. Yep.
So you actually had time to walk around and check out some of the other artists and exhibitors?
I did. And what I picked up from him was more like anime manga style. I picked up some My Hero Academia stuff that he was working on. Yeah, so I picked up some stuff for myself, and then I picked up some more, Marvel themed things that I saw. But I thought it was a really cool piece and something, very price conscious to be able to start the show off with that has great shading and line work with the pencil.
All right, well, let's see.
How many like for you to wear the cat mask, Bill? We need to get this out in the open now.
Hey, we did. I'm not doing any art homages in costume tonight.
Okay.
That's why I wore the skull shirt. I was giving everybody else something else to think about. rather than me dressing up as one of the characters on screen. I want to be like, yeah, that maybe next time. Just
Okay. Hey, listen, if I do new memes, there's a chance for you to put on the mask. That's what we need.
Exactly. But I won't turn down as many likes as we can get tonight. I have no idea how many.
I agree. Make sure to hit that like button. 120. What do we got? 120 people in the chat. We need at least 75 likes minimum.
Exactly. Where's Nick Perucci when we need him?
Need more mask. Sorry, Comic Geek. I love it, man. Perfect use of the sub message. Great job. This is a Gwenum 9x12 by Meredith McLaren. I thought this piece was really cool. The scan picks it up better than in, real life, but I love that it left, or that it shows on the camera here, not real life, but I love that it has the outlines of like the other hands of the pencil and where the arms would have been. I thought it was beautiful. I liked that it was red pencil, and I just like the composition, something small. It was done in 2022, 9x12, $200 by Meredith McLaren. I think the black with the negative space white going all the way through was something that I thought was really great. I hear you. You see, I think McLaren has been somebody that I think is very underrated. These are really cool pieces. So I wanted to bring something from an artist that I thought the art was great from, that maybe not everybody else had heard of or seen. So Meredith McLaren, 9x12, Gwenum, $200.
I am not familiar with Meredith's work. Very nice.
Yeah, I've had a couple pieces. I've got one or two in my personal collection when this one came up. Like I said, I love the composition. I love the pencil work. And I love that stitching that goes all the way through left white really makes the rest of the black inking look great.
Agreed. Well, that was lot 2. Take a look at lot 3. Familiar theme around here on the comic on the CAF Plus channel. Sorry,
the CAF Plus channel.
If that logo was up on the screen, I would never forget it. But after 5 years, I'll break that habit.
Hey, listen, it's still new. You know what I mean? We'll get there. Nice Emilio Lacio Magic 9x12. I know there's a lot of Magic fans out there. I think the white on this piece background really makes her pop. And then I love the detail down at the bottom here to break it up. So, it goes from the full white background all the way down. And Rich claimed it for $250. Congrats, Rich.
Yeah, nice pickup, Rich. Rich has been a big supporter of the mystery sketch since we started it. He's always gotten a Magic or X-related character in those, and he's gotten really lucky on the draw. But this is a great pickup as well.
Yeah, I mean, I got my mystery sketch order coming in soon, and I'm gonna definitely be going after Scarlet Witch, Black Bolt, Death Dealer, and I love the roll of the dice. Super fun, and you never know what you're gonna get. Best part of the mystery sketch.
Exactly.
Spectaculars, exactly, Stingray. That's why when I picked this up, I went and did some research, and I saw they were doing some really great work on some running published titles. So I thought the Magic fit well and very well priced at a 9x12. So thank you, Rich. I appreciate that.
All right, let's see what we got for lot 4.
Ooh, this one's beautiful. So big definition of big things come in small packages here. Here is a 5x7, but it's actually on like a thicker board. It's not on like a index card or anything. It's thicker. It looks like a hand cut Strathmore. Jeff Deacle Storm 5x7 profile. This is all pencil. It is incredible. It's super, super detailed. She's just beautiful. I love Jeff's work on female characters. Pencils all the way through is done in 2024 and $300.
I like Jeff's work as well. That is nice. I can say it's well rendered because it's in pencil.
It is. And the thing is she just looks like super powerful, stoic. It's just a great, look. Yeah, Brian said it, very regal. Like this is the queen. It's just a really cool piece of art. I think that's the Wakandan necklace, EC. I don't know about Stole It. And, aren't they married? So whatever is, T'Challa's is Storm's.
Yeah, a little bit about that now.
Yep.
All right, moving right along to lot 5.
Oh, this one's awesome. So here we have a 6x8.5, all like a maroon colored pencil. Sarah Pacelli, Miles Morales with the spider sense going off. I just love Sarah's work. She did these earlier this year as like warm-up drawings. You don't get to see a lot of these from her. It's a really beautiful piece, super affordable. $350, 6 by 8.5 miles by his creator, Sara Pichelli. Just love the shading up at the top and in the spider sense. It's just a really, really sweet piece of art, to be honest with you. Damn nice miles. Emilio, I agree.
Emilio's watching the show over on Facebook. Just want to highlight every comment Emilio makes tonight because no one else can see it but you and I in the studio.
Oh, damn. Okay. Sorry, I didn't know that.
All right. Very nice miles by Sarah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
beautiful piece. And if some Pichelli's good, more is better. Mm-hmm. Here's a 6 by 8.5 pencil and Copics Scarlet Witch. $400. This thing is beautiful. Her hair is stunning. The look is incredible. Full bleed all the way through. Really, really beautiful, strong piece of art. And I was very tempted to keep this one because those of you that know me know I collect the Scarlet Witch. But this is like the death stare. She'd stare a hole right through you with this look. So 6 by 8.5, maroon colored pencils, and Copic markers for $400.
Very nice. And hot off the presses too, 2020.
Yeah, done this year in January.
Okay. Let's see. This next piece, familiar artist for everybody here.
Yep, I don't have my OAX artist alert, but here it is. Adam Hughes. This is Mary Jane #1, signed and sketched on by Adam Hughes in 2023, CGC 9.8. Adam Hughes profile Mary Jane. And EC. Congrats, man. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, EC. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I could say that was one of the ones on my list.
Yeah, and Adams, if you want to go to a convention now, the line's always super long for these, and to get the book, graded now and to get it colored and get the 9.8. I mean, I think getting a modern book graded now is like $75 without, like any fast track or anything. But once again, I know that there was a debate at one point, Bill. Do you like it when the artist leaves the pencil, or are you a guy that wants to like erase those outside pencils?
I want the pencils to stay.
I want the pencils. I'm saying.
I don't know. I can't even believe there's a debate.
There are people that take an eraser and delete the pencils, and I love when you see the outside of it. You got to leave the pencils. No.
That's
no.
I can't even believe that. Well, I mean, I get it. I can see some people like their artwork pristine. And we've talked to numerous collectors on interviews that prefer things really clean. But no, I mean, at the end of the day, when I'm looking at the art, I almost don't see the pencil. But I like it when I really look at the art. I like to see the pencil work. I like to see part of the process that got them to that finished piece. Because Adam probably he could do this thing in probably 5 minutes.
Yep.
The idea but he still has to lay it down a little bit, and being able to see where he started and where he finishes it is just part of the joy of seeing.
And I mean, for me too, like Marcus, I think said to me, even if they are like, as long as they're not a distraction, but like even when they are, if the artist chooses to leave him there, I'm like, who am I to like pick up an eraser and take something off the piece? I don't know. So I just, I always like it when there's a little like outside pencil left, or you can see it a little, like you said, you look at it, you don't see him, but then when you really take a good gander, you get to see, what was the process inside of it.
Exactly. And EC's like, I don't even know what the amazing MJ is, but he's happy that he got this piece. Exactly.
I don't know. The Amazing Mary Jane #1. I can tell you I didn't read it. So this one is really cool. Here is a postcard 4x6. Same thing. Big things, small packages. I had a rogue of this one on my last show. This is an art germ, and it's May from King of Fighters. She was in originally like Soul Calibur and some other games. Her weapon's a fan. And I think this is just such a really cool thing that Stanley's been doing. Artgerm has been doing them on postcards, makes them much more affordable. The line, to get the commissions is always super, super long, and he does the raffle. So he had a bunch of these at La Mole when I was there, and I was able to go over and pick this one up. And he did this one in February, I believe, of this year. So really just super cool ink pen art, and there's not a lick of pencils. Watching Stanley do these with no pencil and just taking the ink and putting it down, it's super impressive. I mean, he's got muscle memory beyond belief. So beautiful female profile from the King of Fighters from Archer.
Yeah, I need the pencil lines to even try to do something. I
won't
assemble this as a finished piece, but I got to put some pencils down.
Not even he is Stanley's crazy. I love watching him because it's like I said, it's the definition of muscle memory. He'll just take a pen that's like this, and it's just go time from flat. It's awesome to watch. Carl, good to see you.
Carl's in the house, and Margaret Lee is here too.
Margaret,
welcome to the show, Margaret. We haven't seen you in a while.
Good to see you, Margaret.
All right, so this one's still available. Lot 8, $400 from Artgerm. Let's take a look at Lot 9, another Wolverine. I like this one.
Oh, this is a classic. Another OAX artist, Mike McCone. Wolverine 9x12 in the classic suit, painted in watercolors. I think this piece is just awesome. I love the background. Battle damage from the top, little rip. Really just a beautiful piece of art from Mike. I think great pickup. This is I really like Mike's work. He is probably, other than the Simones, he's probably one of the people that's the most represented in my own personal collection. I probably have 10 or 12 of Mike's work, and he likes to draw black bolts. So I pick one up every time he does one. But yeah, he's very talented. I like Mike's stuff a lot.
As do I.
Thank you for the claim.
I have a feeling he might be exhibiting at Comic Card Live this May.
Boy.
Yeah, he just renewed his premium membership today, and that's always a good sign right for the show. So I was going to shoot him an email this evening just to see see what's going on and if he's going to be doing it. But as a reminder for those of you who just come in, when anybody who claims any artworks tonight, we want you to shoot an email to Matt at the end of the show to DetulioArtCollective@gmail.com and let him know which lots you picked up, and he'll take care of invoicing you ASAP. And he is doing a 15% off deal on his website tonight. So at DetulioArtCollective.com. Yeah, 15% off on everything. And if you feel like you want to make an offer, package deals are usually better.
Absolutely.
Do that. You can shoot the same email address a list of what you'd like to make an offer on, and we'll address that during the show. You can also do it after the show, up and through tomorrow. Correct? That's
correct. Yeah, just like up until tomorrow at 9:00. So I give anybody that couldn't watch it, Italian collectors, European, UK, whatever, give them until tomorrow at 9.
Fantastic. All right, so let's move on to lot 10.
Okay, this is cool. So this is an 11x17 Scott Koblish Iron Man illustration, and on the back it said, I couldn't find where it was published, so I have it priced like it's not. Iron Man spot illustration, Scott Koblish art, and it's for Disney Publishing, Marvel Superheroes Magazine. So I tried to look it up because, with all the writing on the back and saying that it's, published and it was in the Marvel magazine, Marvel Superheroes Magazine. I'm sure it was, but I just couldn't find it. So I put it on a $500 price. But I mean, it's classic Iron Man. I really like this piece, and for an 11x17, full figure illustration, $500. Figured I'd bring it and put it on the show.
Yeah, I would be willing to wager it is published, because
I tried going digital and like looking through the Marvel ones and looking through the magazines, and I couldn't find it. But it's very rare that you find an artist to write all of that type of information on the back and what it was. Like I said, I couldn't find it, so I put it at $500. But 11x17 full figure Iron Man by Scott Koblish.
Very nice. So that's lot 10, $500. So where are we going to from here? Oh, this is a nice one.
Simone DeMeo, Wolverine with Cigar, 9x12. This was a commission for La Mole that somebody couldn't pick up, unfortunately. So I wanted to bring it to the show. This is Simone's first time doing color in his commissions. This one's absolutely stunning, 9x12. I love that, he's smoking the stogie. He's got the smoke behind him. And, Simone really, for his first time going at it with the Copics, they turned out beautiful. The color transitions are great. And then the negative space in the top of the mask to really make it pop is super beautiful.
Yeah, that is really nice. And we've seen a lot of Simone's pieces from OAX, and a lot of stuff has been popping up on CAF of late. But color pieces,
Yeah,
not too much.
something new. You don't see him too often. So I was, when the client couldn't make it, I said, "You want me to mail it to you?" And they were like, "No, unfortunately, just if you could give me a refund." I'm like, "Hey, no problem. I love this piece." So I sent it to him and wanted to save it to debut it on the show. The colors are nice. Stingray, I agree, man. For his first time trying them, maybe there's some time in the future where some published work turns into, fully colored Copics. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see. I could see the way he's even feathered the coloring in there, like he does with the grayscale black and white stuff that he's done in the past. Is cool to see. They didn't want me. That's right.
Marcus, no, they didn't. So, hey,
All right, their loss. So this is
their loss, your gain, and it's a beautiful piece. And I love that Simone went with the guy just said Wolverine, but I love that he went with the blue and yellow 90s. As the shirt I'm wearing, obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right, lot 11. Now lot 12, I think we have a couple pieces in lot 12.
Yep, this one's a duo. So this is Gwen, Spider-Gwen, masked and unmasked, and they're from two separate artists. So have a Creon and a Mindy Lee. So the Creon one, right here, is more anime style. She's unmasked, real beautiful. I love the composition, the way she's laying down. She's got the iPod in the hand. Then the second one is the Mindy Lee, and this one gave me like Still Freeze vibes. I love the color composition. It just really pops. She's in like a dancer type of stance. So I figured to put these two together for two 9x12s for Spider-Gwen for $500. I just thought they were both really beautiful. Both had colors that popped and would go well together. So I wanted to offer them as a duo pack. Bruce Timm vibes also too. Yeah, maybe Bruce Timm more on the way that she's actually drawn. I think Still Freeze was because of the colors that were chosen and how it popped. But yeah, you're probably right. That Brian, that it's more Timm as far as the actual shapes and the round, like the round of the characters.
Well, there you go. Two pieces, $500, masked and unmasked.
Yep.
Spider-Gwen.
And for some reason, you can kind of see it in the scan, but the something I thought was cool is that the like spider sense it's in like a holographic or like a very like sparkly ink, so it kind of like shimmers when you have it in person. It's really cool.
Very good.
She's just really beautiful.
Yeah, that is nice.
Super dupe, super cool. So these two, $500 for both of them.
Well, we got a Alonzo Collectibles, Wolverine Claws Out, and Marvelously Sketched. I've joined the chat this evening.
Have a claim on 11. Where did we miss one?
I don't see it.
I don't see it either. I see Flobe claimed 11, Dave H, but I don't see.
I don't see it in the chat. Oh, it was because it was at the tail end of there we go. All right.
Wow, Flo. Thanks, buddy.
I started reading it and I'm like, all right, moving on to the next comment. Flo.
Now, if there was a piece to pick up to start your Wolverine collection on a smaller scale, this would be the one. So congrats, man. Thank you for the support. I'm glad that one went.
There we go. All right. Congratulations. All right. So these two pieces are still available, lot 12. We can go ahead and take a look at lot 13 next. So another piece by Scott Koblish.
Correct. And I got this one in the same type of a deal. Once again, I think it's same thing. Marvel Magazine, spot illustration, Koblish art. But I thought this one was really cool because I'm a big sucker for horizontal orientation. Just I love when pieces are laid out this way. And I just thought it was a really clean Falcon drawing. Once again, so I priced these at $500. They do say that they're published for Marvel Superhero Magazine. I couldn't find them, but I wanted to at least bring these couple pieces on that I got and have them debuted on the show. I know the Captain America movie just came out. I don't know if anybody were big Falcon fans out there, so wanted to have it to the show. Yeah, thank you again, Flo. Sorry I missed it, man. That's on me.
I did too.
The most reluctant claim on a claim show. Yeah. the message was so long. He was thinking about it while he was typing.
Right. He talked himself into it and okay, I'll claim it. But yeah, hey, that was a good pickup. And the thing is, we did have Scott on a panel in November's Comic Art Live, and he talked about his work with Marvel Magazine, and that there was a lot of stuff that he didn't know where it was used, but most of it was, and he's been selling a lot of it on Heritage as well. So yeah, with you that the stuff was published. It's just where you're going to find it.
That was the thing. I got them. I got one off the Heritage, and then I got two in a trade, and it was the same thing. So I just couldn't find them. So I just had him at this and was, going to leave him that way and go from there.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's switch over here to lot 14. The little Kirby vibe going on here, and Buscema all kind of at the same time.
Shout out Jeff Cruz just sent me a message, and he found the Iron Man illustration, and it's 100% published. I'm looking at it now. It's a really cool image. He's battling the Mandarin. Wow. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Moving on to this one. Yeah, Jim Friel, Silver Surfer Galactus, and Bill, as you said, you get a lot of different vibes on this one. Definitely old school. I do not know what year it's from. It's not dated. Actually, it is. I lied. 73. Yeah, 73. I just thought it was beautiful. I don't know. I got to be very honest with you. I don't know much about this piece at all. I just thought it was slick. I think the Galactus is super imposing. You get the Silver Surfer right up in front coming at you, and you kind of get the Kirby space vibe going on in the back. Just thought this piece was great. And it's on very thick board. $600, Jim Friel. Silver Surfer and Galactus, cosmic vibes right here. If you're looking,
yep, an 11 by 14 board.
Yeah, a little bit of a smaller board. It was definitely, you could tell it was definitely cut, but it was cut by hand or cut by something that is probably like a paper cutter of some sort because the cut's clean, but it's not a full size 11 by 17 board. This isn't the movie version. No, it's not. No, it is not.
Hey, and Michael Alpers has put his offer on something on the website in the chat. Thank you, Michael. So he is a Death by Ellery Santos.
Great pickup. I know that piece and that price works. Thank you, Michael.
All right. Congrats, Michael.
The eyes on that piece are just incredible. It's after Bachalo. It's a really nice piece. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that.
I'll have to check it out before you take it off the website.
She's like sitting having a cup of coffee. It's like off the classic Bachalo image of Death from Sandman. It's really cool.
Got it.
But yeah.
I know that piece. No, I do know that piece. I think I know I've seen it.
It's got like a checkered background.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sweet.
So Michael, thank you so much. And yeah, Jim Friel, $600, 11 by 14, Silver Surfer and Galactus. This one's really cool. So this came out of my personal collection. Joe Jusko, Scarlet Witch, 8.5 by 11. This was done Joe did a thing where he did his Marvel Masterpiece books. Excuse me. And when you bought one, you got a character in it, and it was like random. This one was the Scarlet Witch. I ended up getting it in a trade. I cut it out of the book. I had it framed for a while, but I was able to pick up a couple other Juskos. So I'm putting this one up for sale, $750. And the crazy part is that Joe still owes a bunch of these books that he's still working on, because obviously he's super busy with his published work. So there's still people that are waiting on these. I was able to get this one in like the first round or second round of when he did them in 2021. But I just thought this was a really beautiful piece. You don't get to see Joe do the Scarlet Witch in, full pencil and ink too often. So I was able to get this one in a trade or a pickup from one of the card groups. And I wanted to had it for a couple of years, and I wanted to bring it here because piece is absolutely beautiful. It's really, really detailed in person.
Yeah, that's great. And if anybody's tried to get a sketch, from Joe at a show, it's tough. He only does a couple a day.
I was going to say he does 2 a day. They're pretty expensive, and the line is
he'll take a list of 15, and he'll only get through 3 or 4 on a weekend usually. I mean, at least so it's just kind of how it is. He's a gregarious guy. Spends a lot of time talking with the fans, and
I'm gonna say he's a great guy to come up to and chit chat with, and like he loves talking. He's very kind. I mean, he's from Syracuse, close to me. Mm-hmm. We've like talked about that before, but I've never been able to lock down that like big painted piece directly from him. So then when the Marvel Masterpiece 2016 set came up, and I was able to get both of the Black Bolts from the set, I was like, all right, I can move the Juice Go Scarlet Witch that I've had for a little bit and see if anybody was interested.
Sure. Well, that one's still available. Now we have another.
Yes. Now this is the final Koblish of the night, but this one is a cover. This one is 100% published. It was a cover to one of the Marvel magazines. It's what's written on the back. I have it at $1,000. Claim 15. Rich. Thank you, sir.
Rich Cirillo. We haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Rich, I hope you're doing well.
Rich, thank you for your gracious return. I am glad to see you in the chat as well. Nice claim, Rich.
Yeah,
I agree.
Deserves a high five. My Elementals, competitor in Art to Buy, when it comes, he and I share a similar interests in a lot of early '80s artwork.
Thank you, Rich. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that is a great pickup, Rich. Thank you.
Yep. And I thought this Thor was really cool. This is like classic Thor, muscular, lightning coming into the hammer. I love the old school costume with the big 3 medallions on each side. Just really cool piece of art. I thought it was, I liked the shading on it. And those were I got the Koblishes all in one, deal, I think, like I said. So I wanted to bring them to the show and debut them here.
Fantastic. And let's take a look at this next one. Something from Carl Skaggs.
So Carl Skaggs Squid Games Mondo poster. So this is 100% painted on board. It's on a very thick painted wrapped canvas. It was done in 2021, and this was one of the posters that Mondo did for Squid Games. So no, it's not technically comic book art, but this thing is really well done. It is a super beautiful painting. And I love Squid Games. I thought the show was great. And when I saw this, I was like, man, this is just a beautiful piece of art. I had to bring this. I was like, there's got to be some other Squid Game fans out there like me. So I wanted to bring this on. It's 12 by 16, fully painted Mondo poster for $1,000.
Yeah, very nice. So Mondo posters don't come up too often.
You don't see them a lot anymore. There's a lot of guys that collect them, that just collect like Mondo poster art, whether, whatever they collect, they just collect the poster art. But I just thought the golds in this thing really pop, and the way he did like the angular, like sharp folds, and then like the protrusions that come out, it really gives you a 3-dimensional feel from the piece, looking at it straight on, which is super cool. It takes a lot of talent to do that. So I thought this was a really beautiful piece, and bringing it to the show for its debut.
Very nice. So it's lot 17. Lot 18, we have another Wolverine.
Oh, this is awesome. Shout out again, Mike McCone. This is 11 by 17, fully painted Wolverine in the swamps, just trudging through, claws out. Like, I love that the first one was in the brown, the more nostalgic retro costume. Now this one's in the blue and yellow, and the red on the belt in person just really pops. It's a great contrast, and the detail on like the hairs of his arms to do with the paintbrush there, and just really get each one of those individual strokes on there is just awesome. And I love too, something that may get lost was the reflection or the ripples done in the water, of going through the water. So it just didn't look super stagnant. But yeah, 11 by 17, fully painted Mike McCone, $1,200.
And it's after 9:30. We can say that's badass.
It is badass. Thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't know. Did Matt just freeze? I hope not.
No, not on our end. You see,
okay,
everything's been good over here. I haven't.
And yes, the Magic did get claimed.
Yes, it did. Ram Grant, thank you. It was EC who froze.
Nope, it was me. Okay, thanks. Don't scare me like that.
Hey, we've seen strange things happen here every now and again. All right, so lot 18 is still available. Lot 19. This is an OAX alert, right? Here we go.
Yeah. Now, and this is also something you don't see very often. So this is really cool. This is a Dan DeSantos Marvel Masterpiece 2022 Moon Knight Upper Deck Redemption AP card. So this is actually the published card artwork. You can see down in the bottom there for the Marvel Masterpiece sets. They do preliminary sets for a lot of them. And so this is a published card in the set. And the only way to get this, and I'm so happy that I saw Marcus in the chat, because it does come with a COA directly from Upper Deck explaining exactly how you got it, what it is. It's got the Upper Deck Holo, and then it also comes with the redemption card. So for those completists out there that want the redemption card, this is actually a card from the set. So it's a really great starting point for somebody that wants to get into card art. And I love, we've talked about it before, but Dos Santos's art is just rapidly climbing, historic sales every time he does a big painted piece, and his Marvel masterpieces went over like gangbusters. So to even get a hold of something like this, with the card, with the COA, thought it was really cool. And I got it $1,500, all pencil, and it's a published trading card. That's a great combo. Thanks, Max. Appreciate it. COA alert. Sit, Marcus. You could never doubt. It's
not often we can say something we have on the show has a COA, but there you go.
That's a good question, Bill. How do you know? As Emilio asked, I don't know if everybody could see it. Do you know how long? I know Dos Santos.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's been doing art for a while, but he was doing it more for Magic and stuff prior than doing Marvel things. So I don't know how. I'm not big Magic yet. I look forward to learning more and getting into it, but I don't know exactly how long he's been doing, like, in the art game, I should say.
Kazra would probably know. He's talked with him quite a bit. I mean, he's been in the business at least 20 years. It's been quite a while, but you're right. He was more known on the illustration side of things, Magic the Gathering mostly.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I think he's done some World of Warcraft stuff too. Like, he's done a lot of fantasy things, so he's been doing it for a while. And marvelously sketched. MM 2022 preliminary art is what got you in. Now you can't stop, won't stop. That's what happens. Once you get one piece, it's a slippery slope, but it's the best slippery slope you could be on.
Exactly. So we got lot 20 here, Greg Land and Jay Leiston.
I don't know if anybody saw it. Bill, did you happen to see the new Predator trailer that came out today?
I have not seen it, but I actually added it to my watch list on YouTube.
Yep.
So I will watch it later.
I watched it. I'm going to take this one out of the bag so you don't get the glare. But this is Predator vs. Wolverine #1. Pencils and inks by Greg Land and Jay Leiston. To me, this is one of the best pages from issue 1. This middle panel here is just incredible. The detail is awesome. You get Predator with the mask on, you get Predator with the mask off, and then you also get Wolverine's claws out at the bottom. Just a really great Predator versus Wolverine page. I've got it at $1,500. It's from the first issue, and it's page 28.
It's a shame. Dave, you had to win 6 pieces at Heritage tonight.
6 pieces, Dave. What do you think this is, like OAX auction? What do you think's going on here?
There must have been some good art over there, but we know Mr. Kopecky loves a good Predator.
Yeah,
so we know that's tough. But congrats on your 6 wins over on Heritage tonight.
Yes, Alberto, you did pick up the peach cover that I had from this. So I had a cover and a page. To be quite honest, I thought the page was just more menacing, so that was what I decided to keep. And I wanted to bring this one out now. And for those of you that saw the Predator trailer, I know some people are complaining they don't like the way the Predator looks. I think he's cool. He's awesome looking. I'm very excited for the show, and the more Predator things they make, the more of them I will watch.
So I can do the math. 120 people have not hit the thumbs up yet. When we have 100 people watching it, only 58 likes.
What is happening?
On, everybody. I'm not
176 in the chat and 58 likes.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. Come on, everybody. You can do it. You can do this. And then, if you want to like load it up on your phone too and hit it there twice, I mean, we're fine with that. If we could get more likes than we have people watching, then I might put on a cap mask. But that's I've never
just making it impossible, chat.
Exactly. Oh man. All right. So this one is still available, lot 20.
Absolutely.
And where are we going to from here? Oh, I mean, another McCone.
Final McCone piece for the night, and this is hands down. This is actually one of my favorite pieces in the drop. I think this piece is absolutely incredible. Fully painted 11x17, full figure, surfer on board coming at you. The perspective is really great, and for the board to not just look like a weird bean at that angle. He made it perfect. The scan brought it up, as you can see, a little bit more blue, and I think that was just from like the bright light hitting it. But he is silver with like a blue tinge to it. But the piece itself is just stunning, and the space background, the color fade from black to red to yellow and orange all the way through. I just loved it. I think it's a great piece of artwork. Silver Surfer, everybody's enjoying him, her right now, whichever one you're looking to collect. So I wanted to bring it to the show. Have you guys take a crack at it? 11 by 17, $1,500.
All right. Somebody said no memes tonight. Well, here we go.
No sale. No problem. I'll sell it next week on the website, guys.
There you go. And you have a website now. You didn't have
I was going to say that played when I didn't have a website, but doesn't really play as much now.
No, but it brings back memories though, Matt.
It sure does. You know what, Bill? It really does. And that was I need to get some McCone art, another nice piece. Instantly, I agree. And the Cosmic Odyssey thing, like Anthony said the other day, whenever I see him, I'm like, should I buy a Cosmic Odyssey page just for the running standing joke that's been happening? But I can't ever find one cheap enough to have it just to say I have one.
I found that one that was almost all stat. I think I forget what Anthony charged me for it. Like it was under 1,000. So that was the only reason I bought one, because I wasn't going to spend $2,500 on something that I wasn't, a cornerstone in my collection. But
I'm in the same boat. For sure. Now it's just a guarantee. Darren, you got to get one.
All right, so this is lot 21, priced $1,500. We're going to switch over to lot 22, a nice DPS.
Ooh, this is cool. So Lee Gabbert, Dave Meekis, Fear Itself, The Deep, number 2, pages 12 and 13. So you've got Surfer, Doctor Strange, Namor. I like that Doctor Strange is like in a magical bubble so he can breathe underwater. They're fighting like a big sea monster, huge DPS with 4 panels at the bottom. Just a really cool DPS. I thought it was, like I said, Silver Surfer's hot right now. I actually didn't realize I had 2 Silver Surfer things back to back, but I did. And I love the Defenders. I think they're Defenders Assemble. I think they're one of the more underrated Marvel superhero teams. So I thought this was a really cool new school Defenders DPS, $1,500.
Nice. Actually, I have a version I can zoom in on a little bit there. There we go.
There it is. Yeah, you get more of the details in there. I mean, just the everything going on. Really beautiful piece of art. I like Silver Surfer. It's kind of like, leaning back, the crazy monsters coming up out of the water. And it's just a really cool piece. You get Strange, you get Surfer, Namor, you get the crew. So really cool piece of art.
Very nice. So $1,500 on this DPS. Lot
DPS.
22.
Thank you.
Now, I think lot 23 has a couple different pieces too.
Yeah,
right?
so 23, I'm doing a little Death Dealer bundle here. So I have a full figure, fully painted Death Dealer by Ariel Olivetti. I was able to secure another Death Dealer, a bigger one. So this was the first one that I had from Ariel. I love it. It's 11 by 17 single figure. And then to go with it, I have a Bill Sienkiewicz Death Dealer character study. It was for when Bill was doing the Death Dealer reboot covers for Opus Comics. So here's 2 of the horses. One has the Metal Gear on the head, the armor, one standard. And then he also has an axe on here. So I figured put them both together, could have a little immediate Death Dealer bundle here for $1,750. I mean, for a full figure Olivetti, if you can find one, and if you can find him at a show, you're going to get charged more than that. And then you also get the Sienkiewicz study.
Very nice. They're both beautiful. That Olivetti's really, really nice.
The Olivetti's really, really cool.
Colors are spot on. I love it.
Like even the little details in the like the cloak, like the little circular things. And you're right, that is an axe. So I got a little Death Dealer bundle there. Sienkiewicz and Olivetti for $1,750.
Right. So a pair of artworks for lot 23.
Yes.
And then lot 24, we're going to see a little bit of a side here for a few lots.
All right. 12 by 16, painted on Arches paper in watercolors and gouache, Batman on Gargoyle by Asad Ribic. Absolutely awesome. This piece of artwork is crazy good. The two little dots for his eyes and the little highlight on his chin just make the piece come to life, and the gargoyle on the side is just really incredible. If you can't see if I'm getting it right. There he is. Yeah. This piece is awesome. And I'm not a Batman guy, and I still like it.
Did you see him paint that when you were at La Mole?
I did. Yep.
Wow.
It was incredible. I mean, he is he is just a very, very talented painter. That's for sure. So 1750 on that one.
Ashley wants to get scans of everything.
Exactly. Well, she has them coming her way in a folder.
Awesome. So next up, look at the Silver Surfer.
This one is just incredible as well. Silver Surfer in space, chilling on the board, contemplating about life. I just love this piece. I love the background, the fully painted black with all of the white splatter. Yeah, that's incredible. Having it on the full screen. The full reflection that Assad's able to get on the Surfer is just great. Jeffrey Moy, would you do 400 on the Spider? Oh yeah. Yeah, Jeff, you want to know what? You've supported me before. I appreciate the offer, and I'll take it. Thank you.
Congrats to Mr. Moy.
Mr. Moy. But yeah, landscape again, as you know, I'm a sucker for him. I love this piece. I asked Assad to do it this way just to see what he would come up with, and turned out awesome. 1750, 12 by 16 on Arches paper.
And is that Assad's normal rate for work that he does at shows, or is he even able to? Well, I've seen him do work at shows. He really does this kind of detail for.
Yeah, these were done at La Mole, so he was doing like pieces in between, and then he also sent me a shipment after of some other things that I have coming up here. But yeah, I mean, he's incredible, and you know, the rate for a 12 by 16 single figure is 1750. So that's that's exactly what it would be if you got it from Assad at a show.
Cool. Was a very nice Surfer. And next we have, really nice Spider-Man. Battle damaged.
Little battle damaged Spider-Man. Same thing with the Batman, like that really, what's the word I'm looking for? That like really hot, that highlight of red at the top to show where the light's coming from. The blood dripping off of him. He's in the streets after getting beat up. And I love that you see the scaffolding in the back and the trash cans, but they're just kind of painted out of focus enough, but your eye still sees them. Assad's just really a master at knowing where to put things and where to have your eyes see the rest. And this piece I just really liked. A lot of times you see Spider-Man web slinging throughout the city, and Assad said, I want to try something different for this one. And I thought this one showed a different side of Spider-Man, fully painted on 12 by 16 Arches paper. Yeah, Max, beautiful. Feel free to let me know.
All right, that is a good one, and Spider-Man in an alley. You know, that's not reminiscent of a cover or two we've seen before. So
yeah, exactly.
This next one, this is a good one. I was going to throw this one on as like.
I thought when I heard you say in the beginning there was a couple that I figured this might have been one of them.
It's beautiful, man. I mean, he did an amazing job on this. I love the lightning, you know, using the heavy white on there to just make that pop. I mean,
exactly.
Thor looks great here.
Thor, God of Thunder, 12 by 16, fully painted. I think the like you said, the hammer being super like light gray and then the heavy whites with the lightning really make it pop. I think the cape being that super dark red, and then having his veins be like a separate color in his arm. I just think the composition of this piece is perfect. It's a great piece of art, and 12 by 16, 1750.
And everybody knows, I mean, Assad got to do a nice run on Thor.
Oh man, bring him back, will ya? Bring him back.
Yes, exactly. So 1750 on this one, lot 27, and we are past the halfway mark too.
We're moving and grooving. We're doing good, actually.
We are. Now, there's still a few more side pieces to look
We've
at.
got
So, I
two
mean,
more left, and if you have the God of Thunder, you have to bring the Master of
exactly.
Mischief.
Look at that.
Now,
Holy
this
man.
one is just incredible. The light coming from like the jar that's on fire behind him, like the torch, his leg being up on the one, but down on the other. The classic Loki with the horns and the I mean, this piece is just really, really strong. I love the watercolor, you know, where when he takes this big brush that you would like paint your house with, and he soaks it in water and then just goes up and down on the painting after he's, you know, laid the pencils for the underpaint. You're like, oh my God, this thing's going to like literally quilt up and like roll into itself. And then he puts some stuff on the corners, goes, smokes a cigarette, comes back, and it's absolutely incredible. Yeah.
It is, it's beautiful, and it's amazing how much he gets out of, and, some of these are very muted tones. Even the Thor didn't, outside of the lightning, there wasn't anything that was a bright thing that was popping. Heck, even the Batman, we look at Spider-Man too, but he's a master of just, of putting in so much detail without really having to rely on, bright popping colors. I mean, he's letting the paint just do his thing, and
Yep.
boy, this is
Ashley said it
gorgeous.
best too on this one. You know, he did a lot of costume design or costume detail on this one. I think it's just fantastic composition. And I love just the subtle thing of him being up and looking down on you. It's like a classic, Loki move. I just think everything about this piece this is a quintessential, Assad Loki piece. And, there's his work on Loki was absolutely incredible as well. I mean, all the interiors were painted, but, this was something that, I just thought was one of the stronger pieces that I've had from him since we've been working together, and I wanted to debut it on the show.
Yeah, I love it. Thanks for that, CJ. Let's do it for Matt. If you can't do it for me, do it for Matt.
Oh, CJ, come on. You're too kind. For the algorithm, CJ, for us
Yeah,
all.
maybe after I drop those sketch cards in the mail for you, CJ, you'll be happier, and you'll give it the old college try for me. But we can get the likes for Matt this time. But I agree with you, Matt. This one's fantastic.
Thank you. And then the last one I also think is fantastic.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
This is a guy that you walk into the house to like a house card game, and as soon as you sit down, you realize he's going to take all your money. I think this piece is incredible. Like you said, for not having, I mean, think of the different tones in here. There's maybe 3 or 4 different versions of a color. There is no like heavy contrast or anything. The detail on the back of the cards that he's got is power, kind of like flaming on the card in the middle. He's got the cigarette over there giving off a little smoke. He's got a little drink next to him. And then just that blue line going up his, up his gloves there to give a break and show where the light's hitting him. I mean, this piece is just incredible. It's horizontal orientation, Gambit gambling, right where if he's not fighting Sentinels, playing cards is where Gambit would prefer to be. I think this piece is just absolutely stunning. And it's like this little line here that goes from the card all the way to the front of the table to like show that the power is still on the card. This piece is just incredible. This is incredible. 1750 on Arches paper.
Where are the poker playing dogs? Mark Fong wants to know. Well, hey, they had a bow out, I think is what the right appropriate answer to that is. But no, it's gorgeous.
Yes, thank you.
All right, where are we moving to from here? This is a colorful piece, right? From
yes, Fed Malay. So I do not have this piece. It's coming to me. This is one of the ones I don't have, so you won't see it. But I think this piece is just absolutely stunning. I've been following Fed's work for a while now. He's made leaps and bounds in painting. He just posted, he paints The Thing extremely, extremely well. Just posted a couple of them, but he actually did a Daredevil painting that I saw that inspired me. I reached out to him, and we were able to work out a trade. And this was the piece that, I got in trade. This piece is crazy because the light source from the far left that then gives you the heavy shadow on the top right. I just think the color is there. The composition's there. It's a beautiful piece of art. This is something you could put on your wall and people are going to be like, wow, look at this. I just think it's a great piece. You can really tell he went all out on it. It's wall power for me. It's his level of cover quality commission. It's not published, but man, this thing would make an awesome ASM cover or a Venom cover. But it's a really great piece of art. And if you don't know Federico Malay's art, I would highly suggest you to go check him out. He's very, very talented and also just a great guy. He's a super cool dude, easy to talk to, collector himself. But this piece is it paint? It's fully painted. Yes, Emilio, it's fully painted.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. And on 11 by 17. So it's huge.
Correct.
Edge to edge.
Yep.
It's
Painted
gorgeous.
edge to edge, right to the sides. Beautiful piece of art.
All right. So we have lot 30, priced at $2,000.
Yes, sir.
Next up, we have a published cover.
Yeah, I thought this cover is really cool. So this is a Bengal cover. It's the Silk number 4. I love it because she's just diving directly off the Daily Bugle. So you get the full Daily Bugle in the background. I think the composition of this piece is very fun. She looks like she's having a blast. So I know I've got some silk collectors out there. I wanted to bring this one. Bangles work is, I believe he's repped by Jason at Essential. I'm not 100% sure, but I followed Bangles work for a while. This is pencil and ink published cover, 11 by 17 to Silk number 4. Cindy just diving directly off the Daily Bugle. Yeah, Stingray, I agree. It's just fun. It's got a lot of joy in it. You can tell he loves Bengal loves drawing. It was done in 2021. And yeah, really, really great.
And we do have an offer in the chat from Darian. Would you go with 1,700 on that one?
100 on it. I'm going to go 1,700 on it. And I'm going to tell you why. Is because that picture that they have on their Google thing or their YouTube thing is, I believe, Farfetch'd from Pokemon. It's like a duck holding that thing. It's like a real version of Farfetch'd from Pokemon. So yes, I will do that for you.
Wow, you know your Pokemon. I'm gonna put you and my kids together.
Oh, Bill, please. I listen. I'm married now, but I don't want to go back. Like Robin doesn't need to know that I know all 151. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. Oh man,
I will do 1,700 on that. Thank you for the offer, and I appreciate it, Darian.
And Kazar was confirming that Bengal is repped by Jason over at Essential. I wasn't sure either.
I couldn't remember. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, this is a beautiful cover, and Bangles works great. He's doing a lot of published stuff, still to this day. So really great cover, Darian. Thank you for the it is Farfetch'd. See, nailed it.
You did. So hey, we might as well remind everybody that everything on your website from now until tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is 15% off. You can make offers too on anything that's on Matt's website as well. It's DeTullioArtCollective.com, and you can just head over there, check out all the artwork and shoot him an offer. His email address is DeTullioArtCollective@gmail.com. That's the same email address you're going to use if you claim any artworks tonight. You're going to email Matt at the end of the show, let him know which lots you've claimed, and he'll take care of invoicing you and everything else. But the opportunity to pick up pieces from the website is open and available at 15% off for anybody who is interested.
I don't have anything else to add, Bill. It's like you do this for a living. It's perfect.
Like I have a script in front of me that I'm reading, but I don't.
He's just rolling. He said everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, this one's this again. I think this is nice, and I'm really happy that Darian picked this one up. So congrats, Darian.
Congrats, Darian.
Let me see here. So next up is we've our first Bianchi sighting.
Yes, I wouldn't come to an art show without Simone Bianchi art. Here is an Iron Man headshot, 11 by 17, $2,500. Got some background here. This was published in an Italian newspaper. This was done for an exhibition that Simone did. It is, like I said, it was published in a newspaper, not published in anything else. It's also published in one of his art books. But this is just the rate that you would pay Simone if you saw him at a show. At OAX, they're $2,500. I'm selling it at the same rate that he has now. I can tell you Simone will not be back in the United States this year. He's working on some special projects, so he's not taking very many commissions. So if you're an Iron Man fan, this piece may be for you. It's really beautiful. And I think one of the coolest things that I like here is this like blue turquoise he did off the corner of the mask to give the metal reflection, and then really putting the white in here to make the arc reactor pop. I just think it's a really beautiful piece of justice for Big Phil. Dude, when Big Phil missed that, I still think about that like once every couple of weeks when Big Phil wasn't there for the drawing. Would have loved him to have it.
There were rules, and
we were calling. We were basically chanting. We're like, Phil, where are you? And he wasn't coming. So I mean, but yeah, Bianchi headshot, $2,500. Beautiful. The shadowing on this, just the overall broodingness of Iron Man on this one, and the angle is very unique. So it's not just that, directly straight on, gives it a little bit of a perspective. And I just think it's a beautiful piece of art. So wanted to have it on the show before I took it out of the personal collection and put it on the site.
Yeah, I agree. And I do like Simone obviously has a great sense of design, and I love how he does some abstract stuff in his background sometimes on pieces like this to give the piece a little bit more of a dynamic and finished feel. He doesn't have to do that. He could have just gone with Iron Man's mask and been done, but he throws in the chest, whatever it is, and then he gives that sliver.
Yeah. Like when you do that, when he's got that like half moon space background back there, and then you have like the smoke silver gray in the background that then goes into the mask that is like reflecting off. I mean, it's just those little subtle nuances. And then something that I've always said about Simone's work, which has always drawn me to it, is the composition. He always takes leaps in the composition. It's never just, very rarely will you ever see a Bianchi just straight on character, whether it's a commission or anything else, published cover page. I just think, he takes leaps with his composition, and even on something like this, it stands out and shows. It was a conspiracy. Yeah, Marcus, sorry, man.
Big Phil had a very good time at.
He did. He's one of the homies. Big Phil's a great guy. So
yeah. All right. Next up, a very nice Mark Brooks Black Cat piece.
Mark Brooks Black Cat, 11 by 14. Straight up, you just don't see Mark doing drawings like this anymore. You don't see him doing illustrations like this. A lot of these now, especially like the deified things he does, they're just like ink drawings. There is no shading. This is Black Cat, 11 by 14, full background. I would call it, let's say, a torso or knees up. It's not quite a full figure, but she's beautiful. I love the shading inside of her costume, and then the way her hair falls, like really getting her hair to be silver and like pop off the page is something I think is super important for Black Cat. And like I said, it's just getting harder and harder for Mark to get something like this from Mark, because he just doesn't do these at conventions anymore. They're kind of like a special setup thing. And then his covers are in a different stratosphere as far as pricing. I agree. She's also very well rendered. Number one Marvel fan. It Bill, it's past 10 o'clock.
It is. It certainly is. Yeah. I agree. Well rendered. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a hashtag well rendered shirt in the TeePublic store at some point.
We should. I'll buy one.
I'm gonna buy one.
Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Okay, 3/4 figure, Black Cat by Mark Brooks, 11 by 14, $27.50.
All right. Yeah, that is gorgeous.
And it's hard to see in the scan, but there's a lot of detail right in the face around where she's got like blush on. It's like a little bit of like maroon colored pencil that goes over her face just to give some different depth. I don't know if you can really get the full grasp, but it's just a beautiful piece of art. And like I said, when you see stuff like this from Mark, I always try to pick it up because it's few and far between these days to get something this detailed from him.
Oh man, we do have issues sometimes. Let's see, what do we got here? Lot 34 is next.
Oh man, this is a beautiful cover. Jorge Molina, Justice League Unlimited #7. The entire Justice League all in their costumes, but Supermanified, I guess you would call it. To be completely transparent, I'm not a DC guy, so I didn't read the story. But I love the composition. I'm not sure why they're all wearing this costume, but I'm a big fan of the Justice League. As far as I grew up watching the Justice League animated show. I loved watching, that. I still watch it when it comes back on Netflix or whatever, but I would say this is like a Team Superman Justice League cover. Really beautiful, 11 by 17, published, just came out recently and is $37.50. I really love Wonder Woman in the dead center. She looks awesome.
Yeah, she's pulling it all together, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We have 189 people watching right now. I have no idea how many likes we have, but hit the thumbs up.
We got to get to it. We got to be at 100. There's no way.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to bet. I'm going to bet on where we're at right now.
Somebody in the chat give me a update, and then somebody give us a stretch goal to hit for Bill to put some type of comic book attire on.
There you go.
Griffin
Fitzroy. We
there
just
we
hit
go.
100.
Thank you.
I love it. Yeah, and the
beautiful Jorge Molina cover. Digitally colored on the bottom left for the published cover, and then the traditional inks for the original art.
Indeed. Now, this next lot 35, is another combo lot.
Yes, Bill.
Let's see here.
So
you're making it. It's interesting though. I mean, we've seen a few Predators already. If Dave Kopecky's here, he might be contemplating calling.
Yeah, Dave. I know you won 6 things on Heritage
earlier.
This was not to, I didn't know that you were going all in, but this is Predator #1 by Ken Lashley, the Lead Killer. This piece is crazy. The scan doesn't do it justice. When I saw this in person, when I was with Ken and I opened up the portfolio, it was on the 3rd page. I'll never forget it. And I literally was like, whoa, it like stopped me in my tracks. The detail is crazy. Bill, do you have the colored version?
I do. Yeah, I'm going to switch over to that one right now.
Yeah, the colorist absolutely killed it on this one. It's for #1. So you get the Ken Lashley cover, original art, 11 by 17 here. Then you get the Ken Lashley 11 by 17 prelim. So obviously you can see they went with D on this one. 11 by 17. So you get both of those on there. And then you also get 2 Predators by Eric Kennedy, 1 masked and 1 unmasked. So you get one in lighter tones, more bright with the unmasked with his, like spear claws out from his gauntlet there. And then you get one more of him in the trees masked up with the gun. So you actually get 4 pieces here. So it's a Predator bundle or Predator lot. So you're going to get Predator #1 by Ken Lashley plus the prelim. And then both those are 11 by 17. And then 2 9x12s by Kennedy. Pretty much at this rate, you're getting the 2 9x12s for free. This is absolutely beautiful cover from Ken. It's a #1. Absolutely stunning Predator. And a 4-piece bundle for $4,000. Package deal without having to do any math. I tried to do my math. I wanted to make it like, hey, if you like this, it makes sense. There's some other beautiful art that comes with it, and it's all for a great price. So if somebody just even wanted to start their Predator collection, this would be, unlike Dave Kopecky, who's already got an amazing Predator collection. You want to start your Predator collection, this could be a published cover, a #1, and some beautiful 9x12s to put around it. Dave.
Yeah. And,
are the Kennedy's original art or prints? They're 100% original art.
Yeah.
So you're getting 4 pieces of original art: a published cover, preliminary to the published cover, and then 2 fully rendered 9x12s, pencil and ink, and Copic markers by Kennedy.
Exactly. And, Kennedy does a lot of his work digitally these days. So his
exactly
stuff is, you can't say it's hard to come by, but because it is out there, but boy, I mean, these 2 pieces are really well done. And it's great to see. I've always loved Eric's work.
Yes, I agree. He's super good. And he's an awesome guy. Hilarious. Very funny.
He is. You check him out on the Ink Pulp podcast every now and again.
Yes, sir.
All right. I see Kazer's is promising people that I put on a cat mask and save a baby chicken at 150 likes.
Bill puts on the cat mask, leaves, comes sprinting back in, 2 chicks in each hand.
Exactly. No, well, the chicks aren't quite ready for that kind of excitement. They're only about 10 days old. All right. So we are at 175 people watching. So we know we can get a lot more likes though. But nice bundle there. Nice, like Alberto said, you created your own package deal for everybody. Now, next piece, Simone DiMeo, Venom, snap card
awesome.
art.
So guys, really cool. So now Simone DiMeo's with Marvel. This is a Simone DiMeo Venom Marvel Snap card. So this will be in the game for Marvel Snap. So it will be published digitally. it's really just an awesome piece. It's 11 by 14. So it's not 11 by 17 which is his normal A3, close to that. He wanted to do it more in this format to be more like the card. So when in the game, it wasn't as compressed or the dimensions weren't off. The shading on this thing is absolutely incredible. If you want a great example of Simone DeMio's artwork for like the sponging technique, I would like to claim 29. Gambit.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a good one. I can remind everybody which one that was too. You can
1750.
pull it up on screen. Yeah, it was the Gambit.
Great
That's an awesome
pickup.
one.
That I think is just a incredible piece of art.
Thank you, Ann.
Ann, thank you so much. I don't know if you're a gambler, but if regardless of not, just got great taste.
That's right.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to the
I love that one. I just you did good, Ann. But yeah, let me switch back over to the DeMio here. There we go.
So this piece is just very strong. It's going to be a published, and it's 4,000 guys, which is Simone DeMio's cover rate now for commission rate for an A3. So you're getting a published piece for what it would be for commission. Really cool. I love the the white lines he did around, like left them white and then went around with the black. He actually posted those off for like the helicopter lights coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Really just a beautiful piece. 11 by 14 marble snap. Simone DeMio, $4,000. And then I did see that as well. I have my email up over here. I just wasn't able to read it because it came in at the same time. Let me see here. Say 22.
Which email?
It came to my Gmail.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, but I also see he put it in here because it's the same thing. I don't know if can we Wolverine for 500? Can we do a package deal? So I had that one at 2,000. And what did he claim what was the Wolverine? 400? Let me go back.
Yeah, let me go back to that one because I'm writing it all down just like you are.
Yeah, it was
well,
500.
500.
So,
Right. So 2,500 would have been the total between the two, and he's offering 500 or 2,200 for that.
Sure, we can do that.
All right. So lot 30 to Ilu Daku. Congrats. So that's lot 9 and lot 30.
Yep.
Comboed at $2,200. Perfect.
So it's 2,200 minus 500, Bill.
Got it.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were trying to be specific. 17?
Yeah.
Man, it's I think I need another Zevia.
No, Bill, it's good. It's fine.
Oh man,
that was good.
Yeah.
I'm asking you. Oh, got it. Thank you, Eli. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much.
I think I may need to wear the cap mask and go rescue some baby chickens before the night's over. All right.
God, that's too funny.
I had written $1,700 down on the lot 30 line too, but all right. Congrats again. Nice combo deal there. And just one last look, just to remind everybody, lot 36 was the Venom Marvel Snap card art by DeMio for $4,000.
Yep.
Now.
Ooh, this one's cool. Addy Granoff, early Granoff, all pencil. Actually, I'll take it out of the bag so you can see it a little better. Nova number 2, 11 by 17, published cover. So you get Addy's classic Iron Man and Nova going at it here. And this was what Addy was doing before he was painting. It was all done. I mean, look at this is just pure pencil. This thing is just crazy good. All the background was done digitally, but just a classic. I agree, Max. I agree. This cover, I remember actually buying this one from the store. And oddly enough, the cover, when I say I bought it from the store, because I also had this signed by Addy. So you get the cover that's signed by Granoff with it as well. So Nova number 2, Addy Granoff, comes with the signed comic. Iron Man vs. Nova. Annihilation era goodness. I hear you.
Yeah, that cover is fantastic.
And I mean, obviously, Addy is a phenomenal painter. But there's something to be said about some of these. I know they don't have like the backgrounds, and a lot of people that maybe throws them off or whatever. But when you see this thing and it's just pure pencil, I don't know why unfocused. It's pure pencil. I mean, the graphite work is really incredible. I mean, he definitely took his time on this, and this was when he was really getting his chops with, Iron Man and doing some things. Just a really great cover. Best run of Nova, in my opinion. Rom, I gotta be honest with you. It was the only Nova run I read. So for me too,
Very true. That's I think we mentioned it the other night in an interview I had. Yeah, Nova didn't get treated too well in some of his early runs, but awesome. Beautiful cover by Adi.
Yep. 4,000. Great story. I got the omnibus. Oh, sweet. Number one. I've become more of an omnibus guy as I've gotten older, and I just buy them and then I just read them as I go. The Annihilation omnibus is great. Everybody's got me hyped. Maybe I got to pick up this Annihilation omnibus now. Oof. All right. Not to transition off the Granoff cover, but this is, and I'm not a DC guy, this is my second favorite cover in the drop. This is amazing. Jorge Molina, Absolute Superman number 7. This is completely painted in tonal and ink washes. This piece is just super strong. I mean, I think it's just for this not to just be a gray mess. When you start really experimenting with tonals, this just is a masterclass by Jorge here. The colored version, digital colorist did a great job. This thing is absolutely incredibly colored, but the original, this could be like a variant or a virgin or black and white or whatever you want to do, just like this. This piece is just really great. It's, Jorge, we had a cover earlier that was the traditional inks, but this one painted, I think, is just really great. Got it at $4,250. It's 11 by 17. And this thing is it's just clean, man. This thing is awesome. The floating rocks, the rubble, like the texture on the rocks, but the softness of his face. Superman as well, the new Absolute costume. I just think this cover is wildly impressive. It's a great piece of art.
Yeah, it really is
strong. It's Superman. I know. I meant the image was strong, not just the character. Dylan, I also agree. I mean, this thing is just, it's very, very, very good.
And like the Predator cover before it by Lashley, really, really well done on the colors.
Exactly.
Too. Holy smokes. I mean, we don't say that too often on the channel. We always prefer the original, but those two covers are striking as a colored piece too. Damn.
Yep. The way they did the molten fire on his arm, but then the way Jorge did it here, you also get that same effect. Now you don't know if it's green or yellow or red or whatever, but I mean, like I said, when artists really are flexing their muscles, to me, is when you can do tonal work and you don't lose any detail, because, this is just grays and blacks, and for it not to need the color to be able to see where things are and to be able to discern where everything is with your eye from looking at it immediately. I just think this is one of the stronger covers that I brought tonight. And obviously DC right now is killing it. The Absolute runs are doing great. And this is, I think, one of the best Absolute Superman covers that's been put out to date.
All right, now we have a sort of a combo here. Well, it's not it is a combo.
It's a combo. Yeah. All right, so Simone Demio, Harley Quinn, number 47. This is the sweater weather variant. You see the published version in the bottom, so you got cute Harley Quinn vibing away here, and here is the original art itself, and then it also comes with a WB cell from the new Batman Adventures episode, Beware the Creeper. So this was used to make the show. It's got the WB sticker up here. I know Marcus is in the chat wondering, does it come with a COA? And you bet your tail it does. Look at this thing. But yeah, so you've got, a new school Harley Quinn in the cover, and then you get the classic Harley Quinn and Joker dancing, which was used for the new Batman Adventure show. Honestly, Marcus, I'll sell you the COA alone, $500. You just want the COA, it's yours, no problem.
Yeah, I hear Marcus has one of the most impeccable collections of COAs.
Well, he asked
non-comic
so
art
much.
paintings.
I figured that he's just got just COAs. Like he probably has just got them like laminated. Those are what he has framed around
It
the
might
house.
be a trust issue. I don't know, but
Trust issue.
but hey,
Is
we
that
need more
considered a
Danilo
doga?
out there.
No, it is not a doga.
It's not. Hey, he's been watching the other shows.
Yes, that's
That's
true.
that's a positive. Thank you, Marcus.
It's
All
an
right.
animation drawing. You're right. It's not a cell. It is. You're right. It is not a cell. It's an animation drawing. But it's the animation drawing for WB Studios. There was no painted versions or anything like that. All that was done digitally.
All right. So that was our combo at lot 39. Lot 40, very colorful piece.
Yes. So this is another one that I don't have in hand. But guys, if you don't know about this guy, I'm telling you right now, go look him up. Fabrizio De Tomaso. This is Doctor Strange of Asgard #3. It's an oversized painted cover, 14 by 20, $5,250. He is just an incredible painter. I like the new school Doctor Strange of Asgard story that they're going with. I think this is, again, the composition's insane. And to be able to get that effect with the hammer from that perspective and have it not be digital to really get that like lightning effect, kind of like on the Assad piece, is just great. But this thing is just a beautiful oversized cover, fully painted 14 by 20. Doctor Strange of Asgard #3 by Fabrizio De Tomaso. He's been popping up on my Instagram. Follow him. Turn the bell notifications on. This dude can paint. Fabrizio is awesome. Is he anything like Massafera? I have no idea. Never met Massafera.
Yeah, but the Thor is incredible.
And I love like the hand, like this thing, like, you know how many guys shy away from doing something like that where like the hand is the foreground and it's like the first thing you see and then it just transitions back perfectly. It's not overbearing. I just think the composition is phenomenal, but then the painting techniques are just very unique, and I think this is just a super strong cover.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's a lot of like feet. A lot of artists shy away from drawing hands and that kind of perspective. So, but if anybody knows or is familiar with Donato Giancolo's paintings, I mean, Donato would approve of this hand. He's like to him, painting hands is like you can't even say it's a challenge because he does them so damn well. But whenever he shows them off, it's like, damn, this guy can paint. And so I look at this, I look at Fabrizio's work, and I think the same thing. He's amazing.
Yeah, and the thing is you're right, because like painting anatomy in its own thing is its own art. Like just having a perfect anatomy from the perspective that you're using is its own, thing that takes hours, its own art form, and then being able to, tie it all into becoming a comic book cover is another thing. But I mean, the hand, the way it comes out, the movement of the cape, and then the cape having the blue from the lightning on it to seeing, from the light source of the hammer, the energy in Doctor Strange's hand literally looks like it's glowing. It's just a beautiful piece of art. And even the leather on his belt or the gold on the gauntlet for Doctor Strange, I mean, they all have perfect color to go with the great composition. So I thought this was just a beautiful piece of art, and I like Fabrizio's work. So it was a no-brainer for me.
I think next time I'm gonna have everybody's Instagram handles of the artwork is showing off, and we'll just be pasting them in the chat for everybody.
Sure.
All right, so this is lot 40, lot 41.
Ooh, this one hurts. This one hurts. This is from my personal collection. I've had this for a little bit, but I've decided to part with it. This is Simone Bianchi, Black Panther, Man Without Fear, number 514, vintage Simone. So what is this? 15 years old, right? Yeah. I love this cover because it is I have it right here, because it's done in its original art form. It's very like visceral, and he's just been through a fight and he's in the sewer. There's blood on top of the water. He's battle damaged, but he's just got this crazy look. The cover itself is actually made more, he's in the sewer, but it's made more to look like waste because they didn't want to put the blood on the cover. So they made it look like a teal green in the published cover. But you also lose in the published cover, you lose a lot of this on this side. You lose a lot of this background detail that Simone painted in. This was when he was doing just tonal stuff. He wasn't doing fully painted in all acrylics. So yeah, it was painted in 2010. So just really beautiful piece. I have a couple other Black Panther pieces by Simone. So I wanted to bring this published cover up. The last tonal piece from Bianchi was a Wolverine cover that was up at like Comic Link, I believe, or Comic Connect. It went for like $12K. This one is, I believe, just as strong. So I wanted to debut it here. And if not, I might package this one up and send it out, because this, I believe, is just a really beautiful cover.
Agreed.
Just awesome.
Yeah, as much as I like his current work, his early work, this is stuff that got me, interested and excited about his skills, because it just, it's subtly different. There's a little bit. He's a very confident painter today. Let's put it that way. I see this, and I, clearly he's confident, but it was just different. I mean, it was really fun getting to learn about Simone's skill sets and everything. Yeah, but this is gorgeous.
Yeah, and like you just said, I mean, this is when he was really like getting his chops, and he was just starting to do a lot. And obviously now, he'll still do tonal work, but it's more on his preliminaries, where he's going to use that to put some value, or to put some different, heavier washes to know where he's going to put the acrylics. But he's able to do that now at such a rapid pace because he was doing, works like this, where these were what the published cover became, or were, and then he transitioned into the fully painted acrylic stuff. But Black Panther Man Without Fear 514, 6,000. Ooh, okay. Another. I don't have this one. This one's coming in the mail as well with the package. This is Simone DeMeo Marvel Rivals published cover for Marvel Rivals number 7. It was just solicited. This cover, the composition is absolutely crazy. Marvel Rivals, the game, is popping off right now, and they've turned it into, a comic book series because of the Overwatch style Marvel Rivals game that's been out. You got Jeff the Land Shark, Rocket Raccoon, Patch, Magic, Namor, Cap. I mean, you got the center Ultron holding them all around. The color, Simone DeMeo did the color on this one as well. And I think it's always super incredible when Simone is able to color his own work, because you really get that like pops of color. He knows exactly where to put the blues on the left-hand side of the cover and the bottom left, that then transitions into the bright pinks and right. Yes, very straight claws. But yeah, a lot of characters here, really great composition, really dope Marvel Rivals piece for a game that's just been exploding. So they turned it into a comic book series.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Any of the kids play Marvel Rivals, Bill?
They have not. No, they're too busy playing. God, I don't even know what they're playing these days. I don't even want to guess. I don't know what they're playing. Emma, when she's not doing stuff for school, is always playing some shooter. I think Valorant.
Valorant, yeah.
Valorant, yeah.
Valorant doesn't support controller, so I can't play. I don't play on mouse and keyboard. Only.
Oh, you're a controller guy.
Controller gang until the day I die.
I'm a WASD, spacebar to jump.
Look at this left hand ring finger. This thing's been broken so many times it doesn't even sit straight. I can't I can't hit S to move left with that thing. I got to use my joysticks.
A and D to strafe, man. That's what I do. Oh man! All right,
well, this gets my attention as usual. Yeah, so 6,500 on the Simone DeMeo cover. This is a debut, first time it's been up for sale. It was just solicited last week. Wanted to bring it to the show, but a beautiful Simone DeMeo cover that's got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 plus Marvel characters on it. Rom knows.
Now this next one is behind you, but what a punch!
Yes.
Daredevil had it in him, but boy, he can knock a few teeth out.
Exactly. So I brought this piece out. I had it on my website for that price, where it was like, if somebody really wanted to buy it at 10 grand, hey, sure, no problem. I know that with Daredevil, Born Again being out, he's got a lot of hype right now. I wanted to bring this down. This is the cheapest you'll see a Battle Spectra, 2 main characters Marvel Masterpiece. This is a bigger sized one. There were some smaller ones in the set, which, like, for example, one of them was the Red Hulk, and the Red Hulk just was up at Heritage and sold for like $5,800 for a single character. So I wanted to bring the price way down on this one at $6,500 for Marvel Masterpiece, Battle Spectra, Daredevil versus Iron Fist, trading card art from, the most prolific set that Upper Deck and Marvel offered. And then that, wherever they are, I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. They also come, here they are. So what's really cool about this too is the original, I'm also going to send you these. Here is I'll do this one first. Here is a PSA slabbed authentic signature Simone Bianchi card for Marvel Masterpiece for the Battle Spectra. And then here is the Battle Spectra gem. This card's actually numbered. They only made 99 of these. This one is number 24. So not only do you get Daredevil knocking Iron Fist out, you get the 2 cards that came from the set, both autographed by Simone, and no COA needed because they are authenticated by PSA themselves.
Why did they decide to kind of tone down the his hands? I mean, Iron Fist hands. They're so vibrant in the painting, and they just kind of went with a different direction.
You can see how like legitimate they are in the painting.
Yeah.
One of the things I would say is, like, even on the blue, like the Battle Spectra, they just took his hand completely off. There was definitely
someone in editorial didn't like that, but I don't see why. I think it's fantastic the way it was.
Yep. So but yeah, $6,500 for the Battle Spectra gem set. For those of you who don't know, that's always when 2 characters are battling. It's always one of the smallest subsets of the entire checklist. So for this one, I believe there was only 12 Battle Spectra paintings from the entire set. So you also get a beautiful painting from Simone with 2 classic, Daredevil, Iron Fist, 2 classic characters, but you also get a painting from one of the more rare subsets of Marvel Masterpiece.
Very nice. This is lot 43. So 44 is the last DeMio that we're going to look at, I think, tonight. A Fantastic Four cover.
Yes, and this one is,
man, oh man,
behind me as well. This is really, really beautiful. It's Fantastic Four Fanfare #1. You get the full team here. It's a #1. You get Johnny, you get Ben, you get Sue, and you get Reed. As you can see, Simone did color it himself in the colored image on the bottom left, but I love the composition on this one because Reed's arm is kind of going out of the frame and you really don't see it. And then if you look through the whole thing, it actually connects and makes the 4 in the middle. Sue's hand is actually being like phased, so it's invisible, and then you see Johnny bright orange over top of her. And then the one thing that I really liked, because I was interested to see how DeMio was going to draw the Thing, and I really loved how he used his sponging technique to put some different dark areas on him with those inks. But I think the orange that he chose versus the orange for Johnny are perfect. The blues and then the background with the space. I just think it's a beautiful cover, full team, and it's Simone DeMio's first Fantastic Four cover ever for Marvel. So it's a #1. We got it for $7,500.
And even threw a little Kirby crackle there in outer space.
Exactly. He was trying some things. He's trying some things.
Yeah, I mean, it's so, it looks busy, but it is so well orchestrated. I mean, it's just a fantastic cover. I love it. I mean, I shouldn't say fantastic. It's an amazing cover. How's that?
It's pun intended.
Exactly. But boy, I do. I love that. And thank goodness Simone is doing Marvel work. We're all rejoicing in the chat. All right, so where are we going to from here? I think we got a few Bianchis coming up next. So lot 45, another Thor.
Now this one I also don't have. It's coming in the same package, but I do have what comes with it. So if you want to do payments on this one immediately, it's no problem because it's going to take about 2 weeks to get here. you get the store number 20, fully painted in all acrylics by Simone, and you get the 9.6 slabbed book that has the remark of Mjolnir by Simone. Simone, for those of you that don't know, this dude hates doing remarks. You'll very rarely ever see a remark from Simone. So this alone is pretty rare on its own, but I was fond of his DC work, Green Lantern. Rom, I know you have a beautiful piece. But this is a really beautiful Thor cover from Simone. This is like classic, I would say more Viking style, big buff Thor than Pretty Boy Thor. And the way I prefer is this version of Thor. I love the movement of the cape, and to get, again, that effect of the lightning going to the hammer, the energy being created at top with none of it being digital is just super impressive. And it's just layers and layers and layers of, acrylics with other types of paint going on the outside. I think in this, he might've used just a little bit of gouache around on the outside, but really just a beautiful Thor cover, Thor number 20. And you get the CGC 9.6 remarked slab with it for $8,000. And it's 16 by 20. So obviously it's an oversized cover.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's large art, as they would say.
Okay, now what do we have here next? A Avengers Twilight cover.
So for sizing purposes, the Thor is this size. This is Avengers Twilight number 5, 16 by 20, $8,500. So you've got Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, you've got Iron Man, and you've got Cap. And these are all the new designs they did for the costumes for Avengers Twilight. So Cap has his own new outfit. Cap has it, Iron Man has it, and so does Kamala. So if you're wondering why the colors look different, that's why. These are the new costumes, but this is 16 by 20, fully painted in all acrylics, 3 characters, all mainstays in the Marvel community with an awesome, like, futuristic cityscape background. And I agree, Toons. So I was just about to say, and I actually like the story for Avengers Twilight. It was a great read. I really enjoyed it. And I just think this is a super strong, beautiful cover. $8,500. Do payment plans and package deals. Avengers Twilight number 5. And as you can see, I mean, this thing this is like a poster. It's huge.
Yeah. It's amazing. And that is right. You do take time payments on these things as well. So anybody who's looking to potentially pick up a piece that's a little out of their reach, time payments are always a way to get it done. Now, 47, I know we have a couple slides to show off on this one. And let's see, I'll pull up the first one here. So this is a Hush 2 cover from Batman 159 by Simone.
Correct. So this is Hush 2. Batman 159 cover. Now, guys, this entire thing is fully painted. So that puzzle background is every single thing on here is fully painted. Nothing's digital. This thing is crazy. It's the same size as Avengers Twilight, so it's very large. I think this is maybe one of the best DC covers that Simone's done in a long time. Bill, if you go to the following image, one more, the published one. Mm-hmm. So you see how Batman is punching Hush here. Go back to the back image, Bill, the last one. That is the image that's on the cover. So go back to the first image. This is the front of the painted cover. Then they said, we actually want more of a shot where you can see Batman and Hush's face. So because Simone doesn't work digital, he literally did the exact measurements of what that was. And then on the back of it, fully painted the new thing for the cover. So essentially you get this cover right here. And then the next slide, Bill, on the back of this painting is the patch that is the published cover. So no, patch over the top. No, he just did the exact dimensions and repainted it. And then cropped it, and Marvel put that on the front. But from Hush 2, the success that's been going on, Simone and Jeff Loeb have a history, of working together, with Wolverine and doing some absolutely amazing things. Simone was happy to be able to do a cover for this and hop back on it. And I mean, the composition, if you go back to the very first one, Bill, if you could, I mean, this is the real scan. It is just incredible. Yeah, DC. Sorry about that. He had a past relationship with Jeff Loeb doing Marvel works is where I was going with Wolverine and things. But this is incredible. I think it's one of Simone's best DC covers he's done in a very long time. And I just think the composition and the mindset of having to do all the puzzle pieces and where to leave them and how to put them out, the colors that he used, the greens, it's just a beautiful cover. 16 by 20, 10,000.
Well, he knew what he was getting into when he decided to go with this much detail.
Yep.
All right. So this one's on it. It's en route to you, right?
Correct.
Coming in. All right. Well, we have 3 more pieces to look at, and this next one is by Assad.
Yes, this one is also in the mail. It's coming from Assad. Alien vs. Avengers #4. It's an oversized cover, 14 by 20. For you Alien, Xenomorph fans out there, I have not read Alien vs. Avengers, the story, but I've heard good things. I just think this cover is absolutely wild. Composition's crazy, and when Assad does a fully painted cover piece, you truly see the difference in the amount of detail that can go in. Beautiful Emma Frost, really cool Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Wolverine. I mean, even the attention to detail. It's a fun, dark book. Interesting. Maybe I'll have to pick it up and give it a read. Like the attention to detail where, like, if you see Black Panther has done like a swipe with his sword, and then there's just that little cut on the alien's neck. The power of Captain Marvel kind of hitting behind the alien, but then you get the explosion of the power coming, over the top in those rays of light. Wolverine taking on two at once, Logan. I just think the composition of this piece is incredible. The amount of detail packed into it is also incredible. And then I love that the trade dress, something that's been bothering me for a while now, is when the trade dress takes up portions of the art. I love that the trade dress is right at the top. It's not in the art at all. So, basically what you're hanging on your wall is the exact cover. And I love when it turns out that way.
Yeah, Wolverine fights dirty.
Of course. Look, he's got one in it. He's like giving one a noogie. The other one, he's like, just cut this dude's arm off. Like, the Xenomorphs wouldn't stand a chance against Wolverine. You just keep going.
That's really nice.
Really great cover.
Assad's incredible.
He is. It's a pleasure to work with him, and to getting to watch him create some of these things and asking him some questions and understanding why he does things or how he does them. It's been a pleasure to learn from him and to be able to work with him. The time between issues is the worst thing about it. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it's like probably a monthly or something. I have to check it out, Darian.
All right. Well, 2 more to go. We have Yankee next, and let's see. Let me switch the slides here.
All right. Yep. And I have this one here. I'm going to take it out of the bag for you. So this is like oversized art. This is X-Men #30, 13 X-Men fully painted, 18 by 24. So the other ones were 16 by 20, and those are large art. This is when Simone wants to go completely crazy and make me carry around an 18 by 24 portfolio that weighs, 70 pounds. But God, I love them for it, because when you get something like this, it's just, it's well worth it. This thing is just absolutely wild. Like I said earlier, the composition to put these many characters in and kind of have that line where, first off, I love that, Emma Frost, the White Queen, is like half transformed. You can see her diamond body coming up to her, shoulders. But then to have that line from like Emma back where they're clearly in the background. So there's this really highly detailed, you can see the fur on Beast here. You can see the texture on Wolverine. You can see the folds of his costume. You get Cyclops, you get the reflection off of Colossus, and then, White Queen here. And then everybody from back here is kind of under the underpaint. You get Professor X, Magneto, Storm, Gambit, Bishop, Cyclops, Psylocke back here, and you get to see her psionic wave coming through here. You get Nightcrawler. I mean, it was for the 30th anniversary of the X-Men, or 25th anniversary, or some anniversary issue, but it ended up being X-Men #30 cover, 18 by 24, fully painted in all acrylics for $12.5.
That's stunning.
Yeah.
And a smart move putting Beast up front. I mean, it's yeah, I like this a lot. I love the depth in the piece as well, just the way he's handling the characters kind of going back there. It's God, it's beautiful.
I mean, even like Professor X in that way, way, way far back, but you still see him. He's still kind of overlooking the whole team. I just think the composition of this piece is really crazy, and I love how many characters he was able to. He did, I think it was either for 25th or 30th anniversary, whatever. But he did it an Avengers one and an X-Men one. And he did the Avengers one in the same format. So there's like 2 of these, and normally he's not packing 13 characters into each one, but they were for special. They were special, issues, and he ended up. These were debuted at Luca Comics and Games 2 years ago with like him and CB on stage and stuff. So they made like a big deal of them. But this one is really special, and if you're an X-Men fan, you get a great Bianchi with the whole squad of the X-Men.
It's beautiful. Now we have one more piece to look at, and let me go ahead and highlight that one. We looked at this one before the show started.
Yes. So here I have the comic book, so you can see it. Here is Wolverine's #1 from 2015 from Gabriele Dell'Otto. It's oversized 13 by 19. And here is the original. This is an absolutely beautiful painting by Gabriele. I spoke to him a little bit about it. I love it because you get the classic Sabretooth versus Wolverine snarling and going to battle. But then in the middle here, this version of Victor, he just looks like a sadistic psychomaniac, and I absolutely love it. I love his claws. I love like the dark feel to it. Every Dell'Otto that I've seen that's been going up lately has been going for bonkers money at auction. I brought this one out for $17.5. I'm open for offers, and the 13 by 19 is the like live art, and it's actually on a bigger piece. So it's an oversized piece of art. It comes framed, and not only is it a #1 published cover, but also if you see on the other side that Bill has up, it's also a Marvel Snap variant. So Marvel reused this image for a Sabretooth card in Marvel Snap that you could buy from the shop. So you also get a digital publication, a hard copy publication, and the original cover as well.
It's amazing.
It's Gabriele's on he's on a level that's just insane. This is crazy. I love the orange in the background, the white, where it's coming over the top of Sabretooth's shoulders on each side. And I just think the hands, like just the gloves, over the long gloves over, and like the super long pointy finger. I mean, it's just a really, really amazing painting.
Yeah, nope, I completely agree. Level up.
Yes,
says Anthony. All right, well, we made it through 50.
Bill, we made it through 50, and I think we got time to do a 15-minute recap, and we can go from there. I won't hold all the pieces up. I'll, some of them because they're new, I'll be staying the same. Some of them I'll go down. I'll take some offers in the chat, and I still have some. Anybody that wants to take a look at the website and wants to send in an offer, feel free to email me while we're going through the update.
That's right. And remember, 15% off at Tutulio Art Collective from now until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. So it's a good opportunity to pick up a piece of art at a good price.
What's your best price, Matt? You're about to find out. We're going to rifle through all 50 in less than 15 minutes. I promise you that.
This never happens on the Dueling Dealers, but we will find out if we can do it tonight. So let's see. And this is with more pieces probably. So
my goal is for every time I'm on the show in the history, nobody ever has to stop me from talking and say, Matt, we understand, but what's your best price?
Exactly. It's so refreshing. All right, here we go. Lot #1. We're starting all the way at the top.
Yeah, Pedro Delgado, Spider-Man character design, all pencil. I had it for $200. I'll do $150. 8.5 by 11. There is no code for the 15% off, Anthony. You're just going to send any offer anything that gets sent to my email DetulioArtCollective@gmail.com. From now until 9 o'clock at night is going to get a 15. Tomorrow at 9 o'clock at night is going to get a 15% off. I will just deduct it when I send you the invoice. So there's no code. Great question, though. I love that energy.
That's on the screen too. Anybody who claims any artwork tonight too, you're going to be emailing Matt at that. DetulioArtCollective@gmail.com with your contact information and a list of the lots if you've picked up multiples that you include in there too. And he'll get back to you with an invoice.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that was lot 1. Lot 2 over here.
Meredith McLaren, Gwenham 9x12, had it at 200. I'll do 150.
All righty. And lot 3 went to Mr. Donnelly. So we have the
Thank you, Rich.
Storm next.
Storm 5x7, 300. I'll do 250 on this one.
All righty. Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
She's really beautiful. For the miles, I will do 300. Sarah's work is just awesome. We don't get to see her nearly enough in the States. And I just love her version of Miles. When she draws Miles, it always makes me want to buy it. I remember reading Ultimate Fallout 4, and then, all the Miles covers that came. So she has I think Sarah's Miles is obviously just the apex of Miles. I don't go right to the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or anything like that. I just think of her work. So we'll go to that. And then the Scarlet Witch, 6x8.5. I will do 350 on this one. Take $50 off.
Okay, 350 on that one. Now EC picked up lot 7, so we can switch over to the art germ, which was lot number 8.
I'll do 300 on this one. I'll take $100 off of for the King of Fighters. It's a 4x6. That's a great price for an art germ. You can't even get a remark on a comic book for that. So I'll do 300 for that from the King of Fighters.
All right, and then lot 10. We know this was published.
I got the image. I'll go to 450 on this one. I'll take $50 off for the published Iron Man.
Very nice on 11x17.
Full size.
Then we have Flo picking up 11 and Jeffrey Moy on lot 12. So let's take a look. Lot 13 was the another Koblish.
I'll do same thing on that one, 450.
Okay, and the Jim Friel, right? Friel?
Yeah, Friel, tomato, potato. I'll do 500 on this one, 11x14. Take $100 off.
Okay, now Rich Cirillo picked up that wonderful Joe Jesco piece. So next is let's see, which one was that one?
I think it's the cover, maybe.
Let me highlight that one. Yeah, let me switch over. There we go. Sorry,
yes, that's the one. I'll go down to 750 on this one. Marvel Magazine, Thor cover, 750.
All right, now this one against the Squid Games Mondo poster art.
Yeah, I'll go to 800 on this one, but that's my bottom dollar. If not, I'd rather keep it. This is just really cool. It's just such a unique piece of art. Each time I see it, I think it's just awesome. Really cool.
Yeah, agreed. And then the McCone and Badass Wolverine.
Badass Wolverine. I will go down to 1,200. We'll do 1,000. We'll do 1,000 on the Wolverine by Mike McCone, fully painted.
Okay, then we have a Dan Dos Santos card art.
This one I'm going to stay at 1,500. It's just so hard to find, the redemption set card preliminary art stuff. I'm going to stay at 1,500 for the Dos Santos Moon Knight.
Alrighty, so then that was lot 19. Lot 20 is the Greg Land Predator versus Wolverine page.
I'll do $1,100 on this page, which is a great deal. A great deal.
All right, then the McCone that everybody oohed and awed about, the Silver Surfer piece.
I will go down to 1,200 on the Mike McCone Silver Surfer.
Nice. Yeah, that one's gorgeous. Then we have the DPS from Figure Itself.
Yes. 1,500. I will go down to 1,200 on this piece as well. You know what, Bill? No. Tonight only. Tonight only, Bill. 1,100. 1,100 bucks. $400 off for the DPS.
All right. That's a good one. $1,100. Boy. Lot 22. Now we have it's a package deal on this next one with lot 23.
Yes, this is the Olivetti Sienkiewicz Death Dealer full figure by Olivetti, study by the two horses in the axe for Sienkiewicz. 1,750. We'll do 1,500 for both of those. The Olivetti's worth that by itself.
Right. Yeah. I would assume if you were going to commission him at a show, if you were lucky enough to be able to see him and commission him at a show, that it would probably cost that much or more.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be more for sure. And then you get the Sienkiewicz with it, which is cool. And I like that it says Frazetta Death Dealer prelims cover, and then you get the classic Bill Sienkiewicz signature that you have to like squint your eyes to try to find sometimes in the covers.
All right. Now, next up is the whole set of the Assads, except the Gambit, which is the last one. So we have a Batman and Gargoyle here.
I will go to 1,600 on each one of these. I'll knock $150 off. So 1,600 on Batman. 1,600 on the Silver Surfer.
Show that one up close one last time. It's awesome. Then Battle Damage Spidey.
1,600.
And of course the Thor. That was lot 27.
Just absolutely awesome. Beautiful. Even the purples around the outside. I mean, just the color choices by Assad are just really, really stunning. 1,600 on this one as well.
And the Loki.
1,600 on this one as well. I'm shocked this one didn't sell. This one is just crazy good.
Yeah, he's pure evil in that one.
Exactly.
You don't want him to be your brother.
Planning your demise.
Oh, man. All right. Well, the next three did sell to Anne and Elu and Darian. So let's see. Lot 32 is the next one, and that was the Iron Man piece.
Yeah. Oof, man. If it helped anybody out, I go down to 2,250 on this one. But that's it. Yeah. I can't go lower than the rate it would be to get one from him.
Mm-hmm.
2,750. Cheers. Antoine, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. 2,750. I will go to 2,500 for the Brooks.
All right, it's on 11 by 14. Really, really well. I was going to say well rendered, but
she's rendered, Bill.
She's beautiful. There you go. So 2,500 on lot 33. Then we've got lot 34. That was the Jorge Molina Justice League Unlimited cover.
Yeah, this is brand new. I don't want to move too much on it. It's a really beautiful. I'll go to 3,500.
All right. Then we have a package deal here with that Lashley cover along with the Kinetic pieces.
I feel like, don't you think $4,000's like a good price already, Bill? I don't know.
No, I mean, I do. If I were to, if you said this was $2,000 and the Kinettis were $1,000 each, I mean, I would think you're definitely cheap on the
not even the
and yeah, I mean,
I would do. I'll go down to 3,250. And that is a steal. That's alone what the Lashley cover's worth. So you'd be getting the 2 9x12s and the preliminary for free.
Right.
I'll go down to 3,250 on the and it's a number one. It was the first issue.
Yeah. So there's the prelims to that, and then here is one of the 2 Kinettis that you get, as well as this one. Yeah.
Do 3,250 for all 4.
All right, so then we have the Venom Marvel Snap card by DeMio.
We could do 3,500 on this one. And like I said, that's below what his 11 by 17 commission rate is, and this is going to be a published Marvel Snap card. So we'll do 3,500 on this. And like I said earlier, I mean, if you're looking for a great example of DeMeo black and white work. Venom's a great character. Simone DeMeo loves drawing Venom. And this is it's a great character for his style. This is just a really great piece. Super, super cool. $3,500, 11 by 14 Marvel Snap. Nova number 2, Addy Granoff. I will go down to 3,500 on that one.
So it's all pencil.
All graphite, baby.
Amazing. Yeah, he didn't have to do those rich blacks. He could have let the colorist do that.
Yep. I mean, just really, and I mean, like the way it's done on the cover too, you can tell the colorist knew again, we're highlighting the colorist on this show, which you said is very, not always our first go-to, but the way that the colorist also kept the arm, but where he had the graphite on Iron Man's fingers on the top, still kept them red there, like perfectly, instead of just trying to make a shadow. I mean, the other thing I think that I didn't bring up on this one that always makes me laugh when I look at this piece is I'm like, damn, Nova's got a great dentist, because this dude's teeth are perfect, dude. Nova's got some chompers on this one. This would go in a dentist's office and he'd be happy.
Be like, get out of here.
Yeah, we don't need me.
Oh man, so that was lot 37. Then of course the Absolute Superman cover. Just
yeah, same thing. This one's really new, and I just believe Jorge went all out on this one. I'll do 4,000 if that helps anyone. But I think he does now, Antoine, but I'm not sure if he did at that point. I'd have to go back and look. I'm not sure if Addy was doing his own digital coloring back then. But yeah, for this one, like I said, I think Jorge really just went all out. This is a really great Superman, Absolute Superman published cover. I'll go to 4,000 on it.
All righty. So lot 38, lot 39. And this one's a combo, a package deal. You've got this piece.
And it's incorrect. I was wrong on WB Cell. It's an animation drawing. I should have caught that. But yeah, Harley Quinn number 47 comes with the WB animation cell of classic Harley and Joker dancing from Batman Adventures. And you get the DeMeo cute Harley Quinn cover, 5,000, 4,500. Take $500 off.
It is very cute.
Yeah, she's awesome. I love the HQ on her headphones.
Mm-hmm.
No Bose logo needed. Just
all right. So 4,500 on 39, and then we have that. What is it? Doctor Strange of Asgard number 3 cover.
This one I will go to 4,750. I'll take $500 off of it, but nothing more. This cover is just, I can't wait to get it in hand. It's I got like a video of it in a scan, obviously, but I can't wait to get it in hand. So I'll go 4,750 on it. If you need time payments or anything, let me know. Can always help you. But yeah, I can't go too much lower on that one. Joker Harley looks like it's from the World's Finest episode. Awesome, Brian. Thank you. I'm sure it says that on the COA somewhere. It said from episode, but I didn't know if I was going to get all the characteristics, on my, I think so. I just went with WB Cell, and even that was wrong. It should have been animation drawing.
All right. Now, next up from the personal collection.
Boof. Oh man. 5,500. I do have Anne, who also claimed the Gambit. She also wanted to know about Black Panther, Man Without Fear 514. I can definitely do time payments on that one. 3 months, no problem. Especially if it's for you, Anne, and you got the Gambit as well. We can work that out. So 5,500 for this one. And if you want to add that in there and you want the 3 time payment plans, no problem. And I know you asked for the scans that you see here. I can send those to you right after the show. But if you're looking to add this one, I could go down to 5,500 and do the 3 time payments for you.
Perfect. Yeah, Anne has picked up some really nice art over the years, and yeah, this is a gorgeous piece.
Yeah, I mean, really just a vintage Simone. Like I said, when he was really getting his chops and really just starting to, dominate with the tonal paintings, and then ended up moving from there. This guy always has the best. Hey, Wesley, thanks, man. I try. I don't know about all that, but I do try.
Oh man. All right. So 5,500 on this one, and lot 42 was the Marvel Rivals cover by Demio.
Yep, and this one's brand new. It was a debut on the show. I could do 6,000 on this one, $500 off. Also, time payments. The Collector Dome, 1,200 on which one, brother? Do you know which lot number or whoever the artist was? Feel free to type that in. Oh, sorry, phone's buggy.
So 1,200 on lot 23. You were at 1,500 on that one. That was
which one was that?
switch over to that slide. Oh, that was the Olivetti and the Sienkiewicz.
On a PP, on a payment plan, what would you need for that Collector's Dome? Could we do 2 months, 600 up front, 630 days? If you can agree to that, I could do that for you. I could do 1,200 total, 600 in the month of April and 600 in the month of May.
All right, let us know, Collector Dome.
Let us know on that one, Collector's Dome. But yeah, if that works for you for 2 payments, split payment, I could do that for you. Thank you for the offer.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on the chat and swing back to, let's see here, we were on 42. Remind everybody that one, and that one we're going to go $1,000, and then we have the Battle Spectra Daredevil versus Iron Fist piece.
All right, I will go down tonight on this one. Oh man, 5,750. No, I'll just go about 5,500. That is an absurd deal. You'd be getting a larger sized 2 characters versus what the Red Hulk just would be cheaper at Heritage. It was 5,700 or 5,900 or something. So I'll just go right to $5,500, Daredevil versus Iron Fist, and you get the 2 trading cards signed by Simone as well. So 5,500 on that one. Crazy deal. That's the deal of the show.
Well, I didn't see anybody ask how low you could go, but now we know.
My knees just hurt right there. Like I feel like my back started. It was like a limbo.
Kez is on the phone for Miami Steve.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody call Miami Steve.
Yep. But all right, now that is a deal. That is really a deal.
It's a great, and I'm very thankful to own a lot of Marvel Masterpiece 2018s. I was just able to add Cloak because I know Simone loves him, and it was just more of a another cool ad. But I figured with all the Daredevil hype that was going on right now, and at such a crazy price, $5,500, that's where I'm at, and that goes until Thursday at 9 o'clock.
All righty, lot 44 is our next one. Demio FF cover.
Let's talk here. Simone Demio fanfare number 1. 7,500. I'll go down to 7,000 for it. We've been selling Demio's Marvel work very quickly. There's a lot of people looking for them. I don't want to go too much lower on it. All 4 of them. Yeah, we'll do 7,000 on that one.
All right. And next up, that Thor cover.
Man. I don't have a Bianchi Thor in my collection. So not in a huge rush to sell this one. I had one of the tonal ones, but I sold that on one of the other shows. So, okay, Collector's Dome. Sounds good to me, man. All right, let's do that. That was for the
lot 23, $1,200. Yep. Congrats, Collector Dome.
Thank you, Collector's Dome. I will do 7,250 for this one.
It's a beauty. It really is
sure
nice.
Is. Jesus, sure is.
All right. 46 is the Avengers Twilight cover.
I will go to 8,000 on this one. I just love it. I love the new costumes. 3 amazing characters. The pink and purple like lightning in the back. Iron Man with all the arc react. He's got this version of Iron Man Avengers Twilight. He's got all different arc reactors all throughout his body on the armor. And then I love like Cap's gauntlets here, his suit. So I'll go down to 7,500 on this one. 7,500 sounds good.
Yeah, I love it. And it's poster size.
Yep. This one I'm going to stay at. This one is the price is the price. I mean, it's just incredible. Got to keep it at 10,000. Just a brilliant cover by Simone.
And this is done on the back of the.
That's on the back of the 18 by 20 or the 16 by 20 board. Yep.
All right. Okay, last three pieces.
So this one, 9,500. You can take $500 off it if somebody was interested. Man. If somebody really wanted it for tonight, I go down to 10,000 on this one, and it's 18 by 24. It's the largest size that Simone will paint on for published cover with 13 X-Men. So I'll go down to 10 grand for this one. If somebody wants it.
That's a good price. Beautiful cover.
Sure is.
All right, one more, and that is the Delato Wolverines 1 cover.
Yep, I'll go down to 15 grand on this one. That's the bottom dollar. I mean, all of his covers are fetching more than that at auction, and people are asking for 20, 30, 40K for some of his, painted covers from early now. It's published as a Snap variant, Wolverine variant, and it's Wolverine's the number 1. Do 15 grand on it.
All right. Well, I don't think you did it in 15 minutes, but you were very close.
I had to be pretty close, I think.
I think it's maybe at 17.
17 minutes. Yeah, we were there.
Through whatever it was, 40 pieces. It's unheard of.
We were cooking.
If we had 2 dueling dealers doing that would have been an hour. Oh man, but no, this is fun, man. And lots of good artwork to look at, and the deals on your site at 15% off continue through tomorrow at 9:00. We should remind everybody who did claim pieces tonight. Let me get Matt's email address back up there on the screen, DetulioArtCollective@gmail.com, and the website where you can check out the deals that are still there at 15% off through tomorrow night, DetulioArtCollective.com. And
yeah, and if you have an offer,
too, right?
Yeah, so if you have an offer that's lower than 15%, feel free to shoot it over to me. The worst I can say is no. And ciao, buddy. Good to see you, man. Thank you. Yeah, if you have something that's lower, feel free to send it over. Worst I can say is no. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in and taking a look. And then all this stuff will be up on the website later this weekend. And if anybody has any offers in the meantime, you got until tomorrow at 9 p.m. to send them over and go from there. Perfect. Well, Matt, this is it's always fun getting to hang out with you. Always, man. Not like I don't get to hang out with you enough anymore. Hey, you know what? It's true. It's a lot more work these days. So hanging out on here is like it's fun. It is a bit of a vacation, but congratulations again. It's here's Mr. Red Jack in the hour here, the 11th hour. Well, all right. I actually have a package that I'll be opening tomorrow night for Mr. Red Jack. Oh. It's huge, so everybody's got to tune in for that. But we'll see. What was that? That was the McCone Surfer. I've got to go back and look at the slide numbers here to capture what those were. The McCone Surfer was the M21. Yep. Right here. Let me hide the comics. It's covering up stuff. So you had dropped this one to what was it? 21. You were at $1,200. Yep. And the other lot. Where was that? Loki, and I think was 1,600, right? 1,600, exactly. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Red Jack. Much appreciated. 2 great pieces to add there. Man of great taste, 2 phenomenal painted pieces. Exactly. And see, the Loki did not go unclaimed. It didn't. I was shocked that and the Absolute Superman didn't move. So I'm super glad that one ended up going. And yeah, it's just congratulations, Mr. Red Jack. You're going to love both of these pieces in person, man. Oh man. Yes. Everybody has got to tune in tomorrow because I have no idea what's in it, but it's about a
I'd say it's 2.5 by.
Can you give us just a quick like view? Can you pick it up?
Yeah. I'll put it here. Hang on. I'll
Yeah, if you do a full screen and show me this puppy. You see.
It's yeah. It's a curiosity because it is not heavy, but it is.
Oh
massive.
boy.
There you go.
That is, man.
I know. We should be taking guesses.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, can we like run like a pool or something?
What could it be? I have absolutely no idea.
Can you imagine it's just like it's just a comic book?
Mr.
Red Jack just sends you this.
I have no idea. But yes, we will all find out tomorrow during the unboxing. I've got that, and I actually haven't opened up. I finally got the artwork from Joe Phillips that was supposed to be here, for my show on Saturday that we had to postpone for a few weeks. So I got that, and I haven't opened that out yet. But anyways, enough of that. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But Matt, as always, this is a lot of fun, and I appreciate getting to hang out with you on this. We have a couple shows. You have a live show coming up in May with some of the team on. I'll make sure a reminder for everybody to have the dates. But can you tell us a little bit about that so everybody knows what you're going to be doing on May 10th on Saturday afternoon?
May 10th, I'm going to be doing a live episode of the Collector's Cache with Simone Bianchi and Simone DeMio. I'm going to have two of the team members on, and it's going to be like basically the theme of the episode is going to be, what do artists collect? It's very interesting. Some artists, like for example, like Assad, he doesn't collect original art. It's just not his thing. He has some things that people have given him, but then, Simone and DeMio and Bianchi both collect original art. And through talking to them throughout the years, I found it very interesting of like why they got these pieces, or, why those pieces were important to them. And when you hear an artist's perspective of why they collect things or why they got something, it's a little different. And it's also, I think, something that maybe gets lost a little bit every once in a while, that a lot of artists are also collectors and they love seeing other art and adding other things to their collection. So I'll be doing an episode with them of like featured pieces from their collection that maybe not a lot of people know they have, and maybe some things that they've kept from their own careers for a little while and that they have up. So it'll be a really fun episode, and I just look forward to showing all of us in the chat what it's like when artists decide they want to collect and how they build their collection, and what they go for, or what caught their eye to make them add a piece to their collection. So just a little bit of a different perspective of hearing why they like to collect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Good Saturday afternoon flick, and that'll be live too. Everybody should know that. It's not, we have your recorded shows too, but this one will be live stream. You get to actually interact with the artists, and it's something that, unless you're going to OAX, you haven't had too many opportunities to do that. So
yeah, and you might even see from the first episode, Simone DeMio's got a couple Dragon Ball cells. He's got a couple of Dogas and Gengas. He's all on it as well. So it'll be a great. I think you'll see some variety in collecting between both of them, and some things that they've had in their collection for a long time. So we'll see things from Gengas and Dogas to Eisners and Topis. It'll be very, very cool to see.
Eisners too. All right. Well, now I'm very, very curious to see what they've got in their collections.
Absolutely.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us this evening. Remember, you claim anything, please shoot Matt the email this evening. Don't wait till tomorrow. We like to get invoices out ASAP to everybody, and it's a DeTulioArtCollective@gmail.com. And we'll see you tomorrow on the CAF update. And any questions, there's the email address below to ask Matt. He'll answer anything that you might have about any of the artwork from tonight or anything on his website.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Bill. It's always a pleasure.
You got it. Have a good night.